I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. But once every 3 to 6 months, my microphone unsets itself and I have to reselect it. I don't know why. Once, probably about every 3 to 4 months. But thank you for shouting that out quickly before I made myself look like even more of a fool than I usually do. But welcome in, everybody. Shout out everybody who jumped in here super early. Gotta be notification gang type people here. Wicked Ball over on Twitch. Welcome in. Over on here on YouTube, a bazillion legends. Fred, Nicholas, B-Dub, Rob M, Nicholas Stevens. I shouted you out twice. You deserve it. Shout out, 2 shout outs for Nicholas Stevens. Biv, Blizz, Biggie. Man, look at all these legends. Randy. Wicked Ball hitting both sides. Ooh. My man's Hans, welcome in as well. Welcome in, everybody. Love the video this morning. Appreciate it. It ended up longer than I meant it to be, but at some point, it's like, I don't know how much more I could cut out. I should have known when I looked at, like, I recorded it, but there was a bunch of open sections. It was like an hour and a half of just me recording. But I had to like go upstairs for a little bit, do this and that, and I was like, oh no, this is gonna end up way longer than I thought it was. I tried cutting it down as much as I could. Didn't know what to do, but Kermit, yo, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody. Han said he was the first like of the stream, and Nick Stevens, 20 months.
3 shout outs for this guy.
3 shout outs. Nick Stevens getting all the shout outs. Thank you for 20 months of Slayership. Ooh, my man. Oh my gosh. So today, usually I've been doing a lot of play with viewers, so I'm doing a little bit of experiment, and today we're going to be casual, just laid back Friday, and I'm going to be doing the, you know, you read the title, obviously, I'm assuming. We're doing the Players 1 runs today. So I found another skiller last night. We'll get it out from behind the thing. Pally Combat 40 gold. I mean, it's always good to get another Pally Combat. I guess I need one more to just fill this up anyways. So I just have this one little open slot here, but I was pretty happy about that. From, guess where? My favorite magic finding location. Nice, Randy. Little added incentive over there, I see, but yeah, boy. Oh man, went to the doctor for my neck today. It's like feeling better, but it's almost like it makes me hurt it more often. But what was I gonna do? Oh, super quick. So I got so much stuff here. I got to give some more of the stuff away, because when I grab like Tal's masks and stuff like that, another Demon Machine, Alder's boots, Grizz Corona. I don't know if anyone needs that. My old insights. So I got to do a giveaway for some of this stuff because I ran out of room here. Like, we're completely full. I want to keep my edge bow. So super quick giveaway game. Just anyone who could hop in here. This is just going to be the basic stuff. I think actually I might stream again tomorrow, and I think I might do the big giveaways tomorrow day, evening, or whatever, I think. But anyway, super quick giveaways here. It's just going to be free 1-2. I'm not going to tell you the password quite yet. I like spreading it around, so maybe not everybody can, one person grab everything, you know, people got to spread out. But Nicholas Stevens coming in with a $5 super chat. Is that 20? Does that mean that's your 20th super chat? Oh my gosh, thank you so much, my man. Crazy. These are the big ones. I have a Sir, an a Vex, a Maul, and a Gull to give away. A Griffins, and my old call to arms. Maybe at the very end of stream today, maybe I'll give away like a couple of these or something, and then I'll do some of the big ones tomorrow, I think. But thank you for $5. Nick Stevens, you legend. Ooh, and yeah, don't forget, fellas, hit that like button. The only thing is, when I do these giveaways, I never have any room to get the stuff. I gotta move everything over here real quick. So my insight, Demon Machine, Alder's boots, different amulets, my Nagel. So I found a 35 magic find ring. I was so, where'd it go? I was like, why couldn't that be 40? Why couldn't that be 40? Right? So Jonathan says, so sad you're on console. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the capability to be transferring everything, so. All right.
Nicholas Stevens donated $5 through Super Chat. Smash that like button.
So let's see, insight. We'll throw a couple things here. I like, just like I said, spreading it around a little bit. Reaper's Toll, Grizz Helm, a couple of these. Sure, spread that over there. Cryptic X, couple insight bases and whatnot. Maybe we'll move around a little bit. So, while I toss the rest of this down, I'm going to shout out the password for anybody who needs to jump in and get this stuff. Please only hop in if you want to grab this. You can kind of grab whatever you want, however much you want. And the next, maybe some other people can jump in and grab anything that's left. So, password, it's free 12. The password is QQWW. QQWW. So, Kira's, some Chance Guards, this Death Mask, I guess a Cold Sunday that's not great. Immortal King's Boots. So we'll toss some of their down. A few people jump in. So yeah, anybody on, this is on PC Americas, by the way, PC Americas, but 312, password QQWW. Just grab whatever you want. I'd rather have someone grab some of it or all of it than have it poof. So I'll just give 1 second to see if any other people hop in. Take whatever you guys want. I know a lot of people are at work and stuff, so my apologies, but this is just because I'm completely full of stuff, so I need to make some room. I gotta figure out this too. I might just hang on to that until some other time. Yeah, and that's this page. I have too many of these too. They're Diablo essences, so let me just toss these out too. I don't have too many. We'll keep 2 of them. There are too many. Maybe someone can make some tokens. Maybe that's the last one you need, huh? It's taking up too much room. Annie, I mean, Annie's are really easy to get. That's a pretty decent one, though. Yeah, someone can have it, sure. That wasn't my Annie, right? Okay, it wasn't. Good. All right, let me hop back over. Mad Dog Suits. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. You legend. Ooh. Thank you. What do you got going on here? Is this just stuff for giveaway or whatever? Because, I mean, you can just toss it on the ground. I'm just going to toss it out. I'm just going to toss it on the ground for someone to grab, so. I mean, I guess I'll take it for the giveaway. I mean, you could have just threw it on the ground too, but here you go. Anybody who wants that stuff. So I want to get to these games too. I don't want to waste too much time here. Giveaways do take a minute. So I want to get to start running this stuff to test if Players 1 is actually better for actually getting the drops than Players 8. Once again, got to shout out Mad Dog for the tier 1 sub. I don't want to let that go by. I'm so mega appreciative for anyone who becomes a channel member, super chats, or anything like that. Mad Dog, Nick Stevens, and everybody that does things to support the channel. I really greatly appreciate it. So I want to give you your fair due. Let me catch up a little bit. I'm going to start running here actually, and then catch up on these comments because I don't like getting too far behind. I like catching as many as possible, as you guys are aware. Randy said he needed some mage fists. Unfortunate. So like I said, I'm going to be doing some of the bigger giveaways tomorrow, so maybe you can get lucky and get one of the high runes or the griffins or something, and I'm sure you can find a way to get a mage fist if you got one of those, right? Maybe. Oh, 20 months of subscription, says Nick Stevens about earlier when he did the super chat with the 20 there. Okay. That might check out. How do you play this game again? Okay. So I'm going to do it by time. So we'll get in here and we'll just slay the P1 today, and maybe tomorrow or another day we'll do the Players 8 stuff. Rock Me Awesome coming in with a Twitch Prime sub. Ooh. You guys know me. Nothing I love more than when someone gives me Jeff Bezos' money. Yeah. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but I mega appreciate it. Thank you so much. Rock Me Awesome. Emil said he got a job for a perfect erected mesh yesterday. Nice. I didn't grab anything. How do I forget so much stuff all the time, huh? Like all the time. Beaker, welcome in, yo. If I tried D2R remodded, nope, I have not. Pretty common question around these parts, but no, I seen some stuff about it, watched some videos about it, and it just wasn't something that was particularly interesting looking to me. I'm not really like a purist, but I still have a great time playing D2R, so I'm not looking for a completely different experience. Didn't I have another combat skiller? Did I accidentally throw it on the ground? About to be unhappy. It's right here. What am I doing? Boy. I'm not an idiot, I promise. Olmac, welcome in. Yo, Marty. Welcome in, fellas. But yeah, the remodded question, it might be something I try one day. I mean, I would definitely have, it's definitely heavily in the realm of possibility. But yeah, I just like playing Diablo 2 so much that I don't want to play a game with so many things changed. And I know a lot of this stuff in D2R remodded you can turn off or on or whatever, but pretty much I'm just happy with my experience so far on what I'm doing here. So how's the experiment going so far? Well, this is halfway through the first run. Not a lot yet. No, I'm not. You didn't know that, obviously, but welcome in. Yeah, we're gonna see, because I have a hunch. I have a hunch here. I don't know if I want to spoil it for you, or well, maybe. Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, well, I'm gonna spoil it for you eventually here. So, I have a theory that if you actually run players 1 chaos super fast by yourself, or you run players 8 chaos with a bunch of people, you're going to get more runes and more items, like good items, if you actually do chaos by yourself than if you farm it with 8 people. Like pretty much the differing between the drop rates and what you can actually grab is pretty much why. Oh my gosh, my back. Ooh. Torn muscle. No, but I went to the doctor, and yeah, I got another doctor's appointment coming up with the specialist type of people. So, lint mail, claw. Yeah, well. But we're gonna make this happen, and I'm thinking this theory is gonna be correct. I think it's gonna pan out to be accurate, I should say. But remember, anytime you have a theory or you're testing something, you got to make sure you're open-minded and you let the results speak for themselves. Don't go in with a decision of what the results are going to be and then find a way to figure out how to get that result to be true. Right? Don't forget, fellas, also hit the like button. Gary shouting it out over here. Yeah, I didn't put a poll in or nothing today. Not always necessary. Sometimes I think it's funny, but make sure you hit the like button for me. Buff, 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 fellas. Randy said he traded 10 perfect gems for a lem. Next game, Rakanishu dropped him a lem. Yeah, I mean, generally, I'd probably rather have a lem than 10 perfect gems anyways, right? So that's why I think it's crazy that how often people just leave like flawless gems and stuff just laying around like in games when you can, you know, actually get good runes for them. I guess some people are so rich they don't care, but for me it's just so challenging because plus you can re-roll them too, and then who knows how lucky you could get, you know. I seen a rune over there, but I just seen the orange flash. I don't know if it's good or bad. Ral rune, we'll take it. Brandon K, what is up? Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, my dude. Thanks for the great content. Your videos got me into D2, even though I'm a bit overwhelmed by all their rune words and gear variety. All right. Thank you so much for the
Brandon
super
Cruz
chat. We'll let the lady read it off.
99 cents through super chat. Thanks for the great content. Your videos got me into D2, even though I'm a bit overwhelmed by all their rune words and gear variety.
Once again, thank you so much. And yeah, the gear variety, rune words, all that stuff, like, there is really, when you stop and think about it, sometimes it's hard for, you know, someone who's been playing for years and years, like myself or something. But through making content and stuff and reading comments and people, it's one of the reasons that there's so much longevity in D2R and why I like it so much, but it also makes it a hard like barrier of entry. Luckily today, like nowadays, there's so much information out there. Just finding it and getting it all in one spot and remembering it all is the hardest thing. And definitely probably the best advice I ever got from anybody, and it's something I kind of did already, but never be afraid to look up literally everything. Literally everything. Like, even like for FCR, faster cast rate breakpoints, for instance. I can never remember that stuff. I remember Sorceress and Barbarian, and that's only because they're the same. 105. I remember that one, and I don't even remember the one below that. I just remember they're both at 105 is where you usually always get to. I guess I know Paladin is 125, but and then 75? I don't even know. I'd have to look it up, but yeah, look up everything all the time. That's my best advice for any new person. But yeah, hopefully you keep going and learning more and enjoying the game more and more every day, right? Kramer says guilty, not rich, just lazy. I guess that is true. That is a I can appreciate laziness for sure, especially when playing video games, right? I can appreciate laziness. I'm kind of a laziness connoisseur, actually. There we go. Get rid of him. Yeah, 10 lightning rounds. That is technically the max on there, but well, up here a minute ago, we're trying to catch up here. Omni says, for me, I usually don't get as good at drops, but I actually get the drops. Yeah, since you're the only one in, you get them by default instead of yeah, that's sort of the thing I'm going to like test. Obviously, I don't know how many like hours of runs I'm going to do for each one, because I want to have a solid amount, but obviously I'm not going to be like, oh, I did 2,000 hours of P1 Chaos and compared it to 2,000, you know, like that's ridiculous. But pretty much kind of a drop highlight video where I'm comparing P1 and P8. Viper's a flawless addict. Same here, my man. Ooh. 7 Istworth. Nice, nice. Yeah, I roll them all. Every single thing that I cube up for gems, I roll them all into Grand Charms or Caster Amulets or whatever. Like, I'm looking for that God tier one time, huh? So yeah, Saffron's, I am right there with him as well. Jeff Saffron says he still doesn't know how IAS breakpoints work, and he's been playing forever. Same here, to be honest. I hear there's IAS calculators, you can put the numbers in and this and that, and I'm just like, bro, I ain't doing that. The way I handle increased attack speed, it's like more equals better, and we'll just go with that. Because, like, and I don't know if anyone notices, but I never talk about that in any videos. If I'm ever any character, I never mention, oh, you get this for IAS breakpoints, increased attack speed breakpoints, if anyone didn't know. I'm just like, here we got some more increased attack speed, you know, speed up that attack. I love it. Da-da, move on. Attack faster. Noxel says, as a solo player, would you join a game to get P3 or more online farming, or would you stick to P1 for safe kill speed? Well, I do a little bit of everything. So saying like, what would I do? I mean, if you're playing online and you're only playing strictly solo, it's kind of sort of defeating the purpose, but I also do farm solo as well. Like sometimes I just have like an hour. I don't want to like look around, like I don't want to spend 20 minutes searching for people to play with and then getting our games together and then spending this sometimes, you know, sometimes you just want to hop on, maybe you have a half hour, you boom, you go do a few chaos runs. So like, I would recommend kind of doing both. If you do players 3 farming, you're going to get more stuff, obviously. So, and if you're doing like split farming, you're going to have better drop rates, better drop odds. So if you want to, it depends also how much you really feel like min-maxing your experience. So, and by experience, I'm min-maxing your gameplay. because it'll come down to a lot of things, right? Like, how much time do you really have to play? Because, like I said, sometimes it can take some minutes to get in, even if you got a Discord like myself, my own Discord, and you can get a hold of people, you try to play with people. Sometimes it still takes a few minutes to get people together. If you get twice as many drops, but you spend 15 minutes of your half hour getting a hold of people and getting people into the game to play, then it doesn't really matter. So, yeah. But I would suggest if you're playing online, you probably should at least sometimes play with people, or you should just play offline single player where you can just like type in the players count and boom, you get what you get. Demonic, welcome in, yo, yo, yo. Large charm grows. Let me sneak around in here. I think I see some answers, but then I think I missed the original questions. Yeah, Rob up here, you're saying the attack works off animation frames. Yeah, I guess I'm assuming Saffron also. A lot of comments coming in on it. I don't think I can quite catch all of them, but yeah, like me and Saffron are saying we know it works off of the frame rate and breakpoint frames and stuff like that. But I think I'm pretty sure we are agreeing on this. We just don't know what those breakpoints are. Like, I don't know if you have 80 increased attack speed and then you also have a minus 20 speed weapon, but then you have all those different things that they calculate into it when you add up the different attack speed here and there, and then the attack speed on the weapon and the That's what I meant anyways by saying I didn't know the increased attack speed breakpoints. Chris Browski, welcome in. Yeah, doing great. Sorry I'm getting a little behind in the comments. I'm trying to catch up, so some of these are probably from a couple minutes ago, but I'm trying real hard. Very hard. I haven't been reading my daughter her books lately as much, so I'm getting worse at reading. She can read her own books now, so I don't have to. If you farm P8 for better no drop chance and someone snatches the bird, it drops right in front of you. Yeah, happens all the time for it. I feel you, yeah. Yep, that's kind of part of what I think we're going to... That's my initial theory, is that if you're farming in an area... Because I have a feeling a lot of people, they'll say they don't find... or they can't get their hands on stuff, right? But... I think a lot of people are in games where they're not doing a lot of the killing per se. Maybe they're chasing the person, the hammered in, or the Heaven's Paladin or the Mosaic Assassin that's killing everything super fast. So if you're not right up in there to grab everything, you're not going to get anything. So in certain instances, even though you get more experience, more drops, you're not really getting more experience and more drops because you're not up there killing stuff and able to grab anything anyways. Mosaic incoming. We're doing all the P1 stuff today, so. Demonic said, got a High Lords yesterday when we were running the Countess. There you go. The solid one. Speaking of increased attack speed, speaking of our melee characters. Speaking of them, yeah, nothing yet so far, but what merc do you recommend we use here? Yeah. So I still have an Insight Mercenary, but it's a little bit unnecessary, especially when I'm running Redemption. So I did make an Obedience, actually, just strictly for... Actually, let me just go ahead and throw it on. The only time you have any mana issues is when you're teleporting, because you're not killing anything. Redemption fills you up great, so... I usually go with Insight. Then I found this in Darl's Visage, and I still was rocking the Treachery because he essentially survives fine. I didn't feel like Fortitude is kind of not expensive. I can get pretty much anything I want nowadays, but kind of like a standard Insight Merc will be fine. And I put a couple SOJs on, so actually the mana is actually kind of okay now, to be honest. But I don't really know that anything else is going to help your damage out much, since, the lightning damage is almost non-existent on Fist of the Heavens, so I mean Infinity's kind of pointless, I think. So yeah, I just go with obedience to like he'll deal a little bit more damage with the crushing blow that's on it, and it has really high. The damage is almost 1,000 on a thresher here, so just more crushing blow, pretty much for the Diablo kill at the end, essentially. But yeah, I think it's sort of inconsequential almost. You pretty much get away without having a mercenary. Burial ground mausoleum. F Bonehue for your mercenary Luciler Loki says. I don't know if I pronounced that even closer right there, but yeah, Ethereal Bonehue nasty. I love anything ogre, so I appreciate it. Mausoleum height, yeah, there you go. Double essence drop. Okay, legendary right there, huh? Legendary. Chris said he's rocking the prayer mercenary. I mean, I could see it. I would say, I don't know if I really have a great... I'm rocking the cold one, just for extra safety, but I almost don't need it, that either. So Fist of the Heavens is so bananas. I don't know, just the way it is, like, the mercenary is almost inconsequential, to be perfectly honest. I just go with the cold mercenary just for a little bit extra safety. But I've heard people going with the Act 5 mercenary for this particular build because you don't really... Like I said, it's not as important, so kind of like a style points type of situation, I guess, or they just like using it. Frenetic, yeah, rock on the range shirt. Ooh, yeah, it is backwards. So good reading, good reading. Ooh. That's from quite a few years ago, though, because it's not even around. It's called Sonic Temple now or something, right? Some strange name like that. Double essence drop is something. Yeah, technically. The words that you said are accurate. It is something. Raider Claw. I should probably check that, huh? So I can finally build my Mosaic Assassin that I've always wanted. What's your MF? It's only... It's a little bit under what I would usually want it at because... I've just been stacking up all skills and stuff lately. Just stacking. So it's only like it's only a little over 200, which is fine. I usually have and want more, a little bit more. But, and for players 1, I could probably get away with less kill speed. Less, you know, all skills and put more Magic Find on. But, you know, at this point, it's hard to say exactly how much it would help/hurt, you know. Like, will getting from 200 to 250 really help me out a lot more than losing, like, 5 all skills, you know what I'm saying? Like, which I wouldn't lose that much. I would lose, like, a couple, like, 2 or 3, I guess, but show the foe damage. This one's just, what is this, 54? The Holy Bull here is 87. And yeah, this is just players 1, so look at just a mercenary ripping at him with that. Oh, hit him again. You miss him? Okay, he's missing. Need more attack rating. But he could, you know, speed up that kill slightly, I guess. Throw the obedience on. Whatever. Hazer Face said he's a 150 MF kind of guy. Yeah, it's fine. 150 is fine. I would like to have more than that usually, but yeah. It depends on a lot of different things. So you're still gonna find great stuff with 150. I think when I found that Griffin's, I think I had 100. So, you know, I think I had 100 magic find when I found that Griffin's. I'm gonna throw that insight back on. But yeah, when you're killing everything super fast, I don't really, you know, I'd rather throw on the quality of life and have the insight and just not worry about it, right? So, Diffuse said, love Mosaic Sim, overaged in, not drinking mana pots. You chug mana pots on your aged, huh? You gotta have redemption on your aged and, not have, so you don't have to worry about mana pots. Yeah, usually, Hammerden, you shouldn't have to chug any potions. But, yeah. Gonna try your hands at Nova Sorceress? Yeah, Nova's... I really like Nova. One of my faves. I got an Enigma already. I've had an Enigma for like a week, or... I found a Griffin's on, so Frogger, I found a Griffin's on, or Fogger, I guess. I found a Griffin's on day 3 of Ladder, so that pretty much decked out my character completely. And then, what else did I find that got me a bunch? Oh, I found 3 Ohm runes. I found 2 Ohms and an Ist on the same run, too, like a couple days later, so. Hello, and is it better? Heisenberg, what's going on? Is it better? I don't know what it is. Are you talking about my back, or my stream crashing, or my computer in general, or... All are a little bit better than they were before, I think. Are we sure? Kind of answers all of them, but... Maximum sarcasm today? I didn't have no sarcasm. Just trying to answer questions. Did I sound sarcastic? Because what I was trying to do is answer politely without sounding rude, is what I was trying to do. I was trying to respond truthfully without sounding rude. I just sound sarcastic and like a bleep hole all the time, says Kermit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Haas over Spirit better. I'm rocking the Haas now. It depends on your gear for Fist of the Heavens. Breakpoint's not as huge and important to get to 125. And pretty much before I had the best possible gear, I would go as Spirit, kind of, sort of. And then once I got the best gear, because you get 4 to combat skills, which means 4 to Blessed Holy Bolt. I always say Blessed. 4 to Holy Bolt, 4 to Fist of the Heavens. But Spirit only has 2 that go to those skills, so I wanted to maximize the damage as much as possible. And I didn't need FCR. So I swapped those out to get... everything that could get me more skills, I started to throw on after I started to get better and better and better gear, so... pretty much I had to get a good caster amulet to get here. I know it's hard to see, I will throw it over here. I got this good caster amulet. So that allowed me to swap off the Spirit to get to... I'm actually a little over. I could still lose 10, because the lower one... Ooh, it's at 90, actually. I could lose... It's at 75, so I could lose 25... Wait a second. I didn't think I had that much FCR. What happened here? Well, actually, I should probably take these off and throw on some Mage Fist then, huh? I didn't know I had 90. 80... Oh, that dropped to 70, so I'd be 5 FCR under what the breakpoint. That's why. So, really... The Hammerden ends up in a perfect spot if you get a 15 FCR caster amulet. Because then you could pull off the gloves and put on Mage Fist to get to like 250. And you wouldn't need these gloves to get there. The Tranks gloves. So yeah, there's a lot of swapping for I would say until you get a high level FCR amulet, you almost need to go with a Spirit. Because just a Heart of the Oak and a Spirit gets you 75 FCR, and then you can do whatever you want with the rest of the gear, like literally anything, you know. So, but there's a lot of different ways you can put your gear in that would be satisfactory, acceptable, or whatever. But I would recommend going. And Spirit's so easy to make and get too. to get a 4-socketed, any 4-socketed tally shield, it's like nothing. And it's way cheaper and way easier to get than finding a Herald of Zakarum. They're actually not as common as, you know, and I initially thought, I guess, kind of sort of. Gelback, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, she's roasting you guys. Didn't hit the like button enough again, guys. Come on. Help us out. Get that like button. 68.9275% destroyed. Come on. Chris, I just got a Heart of the Oak this morning. Got to get the shield, yeah. And the thing is, too, is if you get the Heart of the Oak Spirit, I mean, it's if you throw on Trang's gloves or, you know, whatever, caster gloves, Mage Fist, or other option, I suppose. Right there, you're at 95, so it's only 30 more FCR to get to 125, which means you can teleport super fast if you have Enigma, and these shoot super fast. So if you do a lot of single target blasting like this, then getting to 125 can help you a little bit extra. A little bit extra. Pretty much if you can't get, because if you don't have SOJs on your rings, what are you putting here either way anyways? You're going to have a couple of FCR rings right here probably with life and res and whatnot. So really actually with budget gear, you get to the 125 FCR breakpoint, for me anyways, easier than if you have the end game gear, kind of sort of, because you prioritize the skills. Samus on Twitch asking about the Conviction Aura. Yeah, Conviction Aura is and I've been working on how to answer this question. Conviction Aura is literally pointless on Fist of the Heavens Paladin. There seems to be some kind of misconception because it says lightning damage. This lightning damage doesn't hit any of the monsters that Fist of the Heavens, when the bolts come out, hit. It only specifically deals 3,000 lightning damage to the one singular individual monster that you use it on. So Conviction Aura doesn't do anything almost at all for Fist of the Heavens. So yeah. Redemption is kind of like quality of life. I love using it, so. You did not sound rude, says Libyan. Appreciate you. Notice Kermit over here roasted me. A channel member, longtime channel member over here. They love roasting me, you know. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. Diffuse went untraditional. Let's see. Crescent Moon, Viper Magi, Griffin, Spirit, 2 SOJs, Frosties, Arax. Oh, okay. So it's not super untraditional, I guess. I have done that before as well. You got the Infinity on the Act 2 Mercenary. That's kind of the setup before, that was the standard setup, really, actually. It sounds, anyways, before Cure was existed, before they put Cure into the game. Having Crescent Moon on your character and Infinity on your Mercenary. Or did they still go Insight? It's hard, I can't remember now anymore, but yeah, that's not bad, you know. I do love the way that, you know, Prayer Mercenary with Cure, Insight, you know, I do just love how that works. So, but I bet that works out great for either way they're diffused. Demonic found and coat yesterday. Now I just need a good base for the Heart of the Oak. Yeah, you can usually, yeah, those are one of those ones that you never find them when you need them, kind of thing. But they're pretty cheap to trade for. A 4-socketed flail, which is like the go-to that everyone uses. They're pretty easy to get. 4-socketed flail. Diffuse is still run Cure on the Merc. I just don't know if I'll get my energy shield breakpoints. Alright. Gotcha. Oop. Try res boots. 1 res. Cleansing also amazing for Foden. Cleansing. Yeah, I never use that. I always have redemption up, just perpetually 100% of the time. If I run in parties with, you know, maybe if I think the people that I'm in a party with may need it, maybe it'll help them out, because obviously the less that you're scared of dying, the more stuff you will kill, meaning the clear speed will be faster for your group, kind of thing, sort of. So if I think some people might need the res, I'll use Salvation, or I'll use Defiance, since I have a level 40 Defiance. Like, it depends what type of runs we're doing and stuff like that. Since Defiance is that synergy for Holy Shield and gives you like a crazy high defense and stuff. But yeah. Cleansing on the Cure Helm. Yeah, didn't I? Oh, I might have said the wrong thing, like Cleansing Merc or something. Yeah, I knew Cleansing was on the Cure Helm. Oh, you were talking about for the Energy Shield Sorceress that I was speaking of with Diffuse over there on Twitch. Gotcha. Gotcha. Because, yeah, obviously Cleansing is right here as well, but... no, look at that again. Min damage, baby attack rating. Oopsie. Come on. Diffuse rocks that cure for mosaics into. Nice. 100 or 3. Wow, what is going on here? 345 people joining me today. Thank you guys so much. Make sure YouTubers hit that like button for me. You slayers. Ooh, 300 over on YouTube. My God. Thank you so much just for joining me, just for hanging out. We're testing the... I'm rocking P1 today, and then the next time I stream, I don't know how many hours I want to do each one, but we're testing P1, how many drops I can grab for myself relative to players 8, or maybe 5 or something. Whatever higher players count we can get at that time per day. So we're doing the P1 stuff today. Let's casual go. On a Friday. Fubar is coming in with 5 gifted Slayer ships. Thank you so much, my man. Supporting the channel. Got some new gentlemen's into the Slayers Club. Welcome in, welcome in. Don't forget you got full access to all the channel member stuff. So channel member early access to videos. You got special emotes, all that good stuff. So. Roomban up here a minute ago said before D2R, the Fists of the Heavens Paladin in PvP used Conviction. So that he thinks that's where that came from. Could be, yeah, because obviously in PvP, you don't care about all these flying out everywhere, right? I guess if they hit you, they heal you, right? Maybe, but you only care about zapping them with the lightning. So I could see that being the case, and also why I would be like, why would you do that? Because I never PvP, so I wouldn't really know anything about what they do for PvP. Very little, I should say. Very little. Sergeant Frosty says up, he goes with up Viper Magi for running Andy. I have done that before as well, actually. I don't remember what character I had, but I found a Venom Ward and I was like, dude, oh yeah, because I had a stealth on, I think it was like day 1 ladder for some sorceress, and I was like, forget this. Like, the 25 FCR doesn't change my breakpoint where it falls, so why am I even bothering with it? I'll throw this Venom Ward on and save me a little bit here. So I've done that too. Winter Foxful finally caught you live, he said. Appreciate you, welcome in. Hopefully enjoy the stream. Hopefully you have a good time hanging out with these fine Slayers. Ooh, chit chatting and stuff. Any good P1 drops so far? Not really, actually. So far, not so good for P1 drops. Probably the best drop so far was like a double Diablo Essence drop. So yeah, but I mean, realistically, I've only been farming for like a half hour. So in D2 time, a half hour is not a whole lot. Scott, welcome in. Yo 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 yo. Oh man, he's got wrecked. I didn't think he was going to die so fast. I was trying to read chat while I was shooting him, expecting him to survive, but he did not. Yeah, whatever. Oh well, just gold, right? Mercenaries, just gold. What am I doing here? Going crazy, losing my mind. Viper says, for single slow cast hits, it doesn't make sense to dump 20 points into conviction. Yeah. About the only thing, and that's the thing, PVM or conviction on Fist of the Heavens, the only thing I could see for that, literally the only use, is like running Eldritch, literally Eldritch, and like let's say it's terrorized Eldritch and Shank, you know, Bloody Foothills and Frozen. Bloody Foothills and I don't know, I can't remember things, but you know what I'm talking about. The two areas with Eldritch and Shank, so then you can kill Eldritch. Shank is actually a demon, so but Eldritch isn't, apparently. And Neelithak is just a person. He's not an undead or anything. So specifically Neelithak, and like those are the only two things. I guess Thresh Shocket as well. Thresh Shocket isn't a demon druid, so. Well, besides that, there's literally no monster in the game I would use that for. Venomore, the unique dagger on a budget, says Sergeant Frosty. Yeah, so budget dagger, you're talking the Gull dagger? 100 magic find? 100? Frigid Highlands, there we go. Yeah. Frigid Highlands. Shitomushi got his first jaw rune this season. My goodness. Congratulations on that. That's a good one to find. Good one to find. Hello, Ligantane. Chat strikes again. Yep. Per usual. Took out my mercenary. All chat's fault. Never mind. Just remember, yeah, that's the main thing about Diablo 2, being a Diablo 2 streamer. Everything's always chat's fault. It's never your fault. Wasn't my fault I wasn't paying attention. Bit. I'm not sure which way you're saying there. I'll let those who think conviction is worthless tell the story. I'm not sure what you're referring to by that. Are you saying conviction is actually really good, and anyone who says conviction doesn't help Fist of the Heavens Paladin farm monsters is wrong, or I can't tell which way you're going with that? Sasquatch congratulating Shitomishi on the jaw rune drop. Yeah. We love hearing good stories like that. Good fun. I just found a sweet rune stories. Whoa, comments flying in. Jeez. Loligan's analogy saying that conviction on foes like using a phoenix on a summon or on a necromancer, boosting the fire on the corpse explosion damage. Technically, it's works, but overall best choice for slot. Overall, not the best choice. I sort of agree with the analogy. I actually would say that boosting the fire damage on Corpse Explosion, because it's an AoE killer, is actually much significantly better than using Conviction on a FOH Paladin. Not to mention that the Phoenix shield has Redemption on it, right? Which is insane for keeping you alive and your mana up and all that stuff. Just insane. What just happened? Let me read around here. Oh, is that Pfizer? Appreciate you, Pfizer. Don't cancel me, bro. But thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. You Slayer. Woo. Redemption for a Necro. What? Yeah, Saffron. Someone was saying you used a Phoenix shield on a Necromancer. And Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken, has the Redemption aura, right, on it? Because Phoenix has the minus fire res, which technically would help out the Corpse Explosion damage, right? Checks out, I think. So Bit's saying that everything that everybody that has ever been true is wrong, that every Holy Bolt that comes out hits with lightning damage. I have always 100% of the time heard the opposite of that. So oh, Saffron saying corpses would all be destroyed by the Redemption Aura. Good call on that one, actually. That's one of those oversight things that when I was, I just kind of forgot about that. 100. Yeah, that kind of checks out. I forgot about the way that works, huh? All right, Bit AI. I guess I just misunderstood. I guess. Yeah, we'll take some stuff over here out. Sometimes me reading stuff, you know, sometimes it's harder to comprehend when you read something than when it's spoken to. So could be one of those situations I just misunderstood. Fogger said he didn't know Corpse Explosion was physical and fire. Yeah, it's half physical, half fire damage on Corpse Explosion for the Necromancer. All right, we gotta stay hydrated, fellas. Gotta stay healthy. Oh, speaking of staying healthy, blood pressure was great today when I went to the doctor, fellas. It was great. Son of War says you got to do the Necro now with all the minus fire res stuff. Try it out. Yeah. Now that we're talking about it, Son of War, actually the Phoenix Shield would be a disastrous thing because, and I was stumbling through my words a bit. Sometimes I talk too fast and I don't say all the words I'm thinking. But yeah, the Redemption aura that's on Phoenix would be disastrous for a Necromancer. Just disastrous. So, Unearthed Wand, man, if I would have had that extra... I would have just had that extra magic find. We would have just had a D-web, fellas. Guaranteed. 100%. Nathan said hadn't heard of a Phoenix Necro in a long time. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I never have heard of it, so I guess you've heard of it sooner than the earliest time that I had, which was never. But that must be why. That must be why. But yeah, I guess if you technically did Flickering Flame and all that stuff, you could get more of the fire damage. I'm trying to think. Because you usually go with Shaco. Obviously, the extra skills are going to boost up, whether it's your poison damage, the stuff that gets you your initial kill, right? So I don't know. Without trying it, I would say that I would usually go with the standard stuff over getting as much minus fire res as possible, but I haven't tried it, I guess, but does laying of heads bonus work with smite? No, I guess the and I see bit there, put it in there too, but I guess the in the damage to demons doesn't. No, and I'm assuming that's what you mean by the bonus. A lot of times I'll just throw those on there for attack speed, and the fire res too. That's on there because you're not going to be wearing alders. It's right behind my head, but on a smiter you're not going to be wearing alders. You're going to be wearing goblin toes, or you're going to be wearing gore riders. So you can make up fire res if you're missing it on the gloves with increased attack speed as well, right? So that's usually what I do over there. Good old wolf howl. Ow! Am I right, fellas? Am I right? Anybody want to make a werewolf barb? We'll throw in the giveaway. Why not? Someone could get that and they could go, you know what? I'm gonna respec to a werewolf barb. Concentration boost bump holy bolt? Question mark. I'm pretty positive it does not. If it does, I would be shocked and I had thought the wrong thing forever. But yeah, for whatever reason, concentration boosts up hammers, but it doesn't boost up the holy bolts for some reason. Just the way the game was made, right? I suppose. But eight to life. Well, we can go ahead and craft ourselves a caster amulet here. We're about to get a god tier version as well. These I need to start finding. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I haven't been doing a lot of. I have not been doing a lot of terror zones lately. That's why. Ugh, no skills. No skills. Thanks for saving me tokens. Yeah, we're working on it. I never farm. What's the other monster I need? Let's see. Is it Bale? I don't think I have any Bale. Well, no, that's the Bale one. Oh, I don't have any Andariel ones. The easiest one to get, Andariel and Duriel essence. I haven't been saving any. Also, Scott's saying, I believe Scott is talking about here the concentration hammers thing. It was a bug that they never fixed. Boy, could you imagine D2R if they fixed that? Oh my gosh, people would lose their minds. Just a complete nerf into the ground of the Hammerden. Oh my gosh, that'd be so sick. Oh my gosh, the content. Imagine the videos I can make if they did that. The content, fellas, the content. Speaking of bugs that they should have never fixed, though, you will never change my mind to this either. They should have left e-bugging armor as a thing. They should not have gotten rid of e-bugging armor. That was such a cool thing to where it didn't really make your mercenary like godly or anything, but it was a way of just like having another fun thing to roll in the cube to like gamble with. Like, am I gonna brick it? Am I gonna be rich? Like, which one is it? You know? And then it's like, oh, it bricked, or it's like, yes, yes, you know, like. Or what they should do is just, right now, put it back in the game and just say, hey, we're adding a feature to the game where you can re-roll the armor and it could get more defense. But all they're really doing is reintroducing the same bug that was in here before. But they could call it a feature, and then they could say they added new content. Modern problems call for modern solutions. That dopamine, exactly. Stoned turtle. Exactly. TF Viper up here, I think, talking about the hammered, and says if they did fix that bug that he wouldn't play. Yeah, I could see that being people being very upset about that. Yeah, for sure. I think that's so. I'm getting a little behind in the comments. I'm trying to line them back up with what we were talking about at the appropriate time period. Yeah, a bunch of people. A free rider welcome in, but GZ saying agree. Yeah. Viper says no. Let's not lie to ourselves. It made them godly. Ethereal Vortex Shield. I guess, yeah, the Vortex, there were instances, but what I was thinking of there, Viper, was that how, because usually the most used instance of that was for your mercenary. And like, how much did getting, you know, how much does 900 defense help out more than 600 defense on your mercenary, right? Like, I would say it's negligible at best. So, Frosty says they didn't fix the bug for that long. It's now a feature. Yeah, well, that's what I say about the e-bugging too, right? But nope, they were like, that's a bug, we got to fix it. Aegis, it's actually a rare one. I wish it was a little bit on the better side, but Medusa's Gaze, kind of a cool one to find, just because it's like a rare elite base, like kind of rare to find. Not like Hero's Might or anything, but if it was even lower res when striking or something, maybe they'd have to do more than that, I guess. But 100% chance of level 44 Nova on striking, that'd be sick. Could you imagine that? That'd be up my alley. Saffron says reverting the code, totally based, right? Reverting the code, reintroducing features into the game, not bugs, features. I mean, that's kind of what they did with Andariel anyways too, right? Remember how you had to e-bug Andariel, and they didn't get rid of e-bugging. They didn't get rid of her having her quest drops when she wasn't supposed to have her quest drops. They just made her have her quest drops all of the time. So it's not even that they got rid of all the bugs. They just decided which bugs they wanted to leave in, and they went willy-nilly with it. So really, I feel like it would be perfectly acceptable for them to just add e-bugging back into the game. Viper said there was like 7k armor for mercenary. Let's see, what is it? Isn't it stone is the one where you can get the most defense? It's like 300% enhanced defense or something. So with the perfect like e-bug and stuff, like you might be able to get the numbers up high like that. But I mean, all right, well, a 7,000 defense stone or a 2,000 defense fortitude, like which one are you going to be using? Even a 3,000. I don't know what the numbers fully went up to, I guess. So oh, do it, come on. Oh, 20 res. It's not high. Oh, it's not high enough res, but it's ethereal. I don't know. What do you guys think? Exile bases are so hard to find. So I don't know. I'm like excited and happy about it, but also like disappointed it's not like 45. But I still like it. It's cute. What do you guys think of that? Is that good or not good enough? I'm gonna keep it. We got some Charcies. Res or ED for Exile. I think everyone goes with Res. Does it? As far as I'm aware, could be wrong here. I don't know for sure, and I'm not too confident, but kind of confident. I don't think that for player versus monster, I know of anybody ever saying they use the enhanced damage for anything. They always use the Res ones. So. Teague says you got to go 35 plus for Exile at least. That's kind of what I was thinking. Ugh. Andrew Nixon said it's like Jared Goff, just good enough. It's good enough. All right, not a bad analogy there. Not a bad analogy. Bit said from what he remembers, you get around a little over 5,000 on the highest e-bugged like stones or whatever, which would be okay. Yeah, I wouldn't remember for sure. 7,000 sounded high, but I really had no knowledge for sure. But Jeezy says you won't find another 4 open socket ethereal pally base the rest of the ladder. So this is true. I'm gonna be honest. This right here, this shield right here, is better than any paladin shield like exile base that I have found on all of single player since Diablo 2 Resurrected launched. So this is better than anything I have found. So Baroomban says the exile's the expensive one, huh? Gotcha. Loki said he found one with the enhanced damage on it. Yeah. So yeah, from what I'm aware of in my knowledge experience, they're not worth as much. So I don't have any room. I'll just put it over here, I guess. What's this stuff? Oh yeah. See, this charm's pretty good because gold fine barbs are always, yeah, I don't know. Because then you're using berserk, and I don't know if the max damage. I don't know. Not a bad charm, but I don't know if I really even want to hang on to it. Maybe I'll just give it away. I don't know what it's worth. Don't feel like looking up what it's worth. Pretty much is where it's at, but Demonic said he went with 30 res for a spirit because it's the best he's found. Yeah, I mean, and the thing with spirits, they're so cheap. You just make the first spirit I made was in the first paladin shield I found, right? So, and then you just make another one, you make another one. So, but exile is so expensive, you don't want to use a, you know, Rondash or something, right? A non-ethereal Rondash. What's your MFS? So, Putty, I am a little bit, just a tad over 200. So, I've been prioritizing like as many plus skills as I can, so I just like nuke everything with like 2 FOHs. Just drop the whole group, right? Because really getting 50 more Magic Find or losing like 50 to 100 more Magic Find or losing a bunch of skills. Decided to go with the skills. Viper says Vortex is the most expensive because it averages a 0.5 average more damage than the other elite shields. Probably true. People are very, very min-maxers, to be honest. Like, but I use that to my advantage essentially. So you can get really good stuff for really cheap. Like 42 res is worth like 1/50th of a 45 res thing. Maybe slightly exaggerated numbers, but you get what I'm saying. Catch 22 of rune word decision making, right? Yeah, do you want to actually make the rune word or do you not want to make the rune word? The thing is, I don't even know if I really want to make an exile because, I mean, I'm really a Fist of the Heavens Paladin and I can take out declone no problem with what I got, so maybe I'll just see if I can get like anything for the base. I don't know if they'd even, if it's high enough to really even be sought after or have a reasonable amount of value, I should say. Yeah, we'll check it. Oh, I am 93. I guess I don't need to save Terrazone amulets anymore anyways, since I'm 93 now. don't know why that didn't cross my mind before. Make Ubers way easier. Yeah, but I don't know if I probably won't do any more Ubers, to be honest. Yeah, not having to like life tap wand and then be like, oh no, my life tap ran out. If I had an exile, we're saying. Oh no, why won't my Drax proc life tap on the 5%? Because honestly, it's like cheaper to trade for just an unidentified torch than it is to trade for the keys to go farm a torch, like straight up. Or they're like almost the identical amount. Earth Spirit. Do I want 5 free Annies to give away? I mean, I could, but it's I don't want to grab them right now. Maybe later if I'm doing something. Yeah, because Annies are so easy to get. And swim. I feel like I go to give away Annies away to people and sometimes nobody picks them up. Yeah, they really did Annies dirty in D2R. They're just worthless. Three to curses. Don't know how they're easy to get. Well, like right now, declone spawns like 15 times a day, so like I got a declone like warner in my Discord. I got a declone warning channel. There's websites. Everyone's Discord has. In my Discord, we have a channel for helping people out. Kill the declone forum. For just like, you know, to help people. So, is this P1? Yeah, Beely, we're rocking the players 1 right now. So, Viper asked, was it Bit or Biv that made big stacks buying unidentified torches? Not sure. Not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I did not hear said story about how they made value that way. Bit says, Bit's claiming responsibility for that one. Forgot to take other stuff. 11 all res is the highest, but ooh, inner sight charges. Come on. Love it. Let me go get some more scrolls of identify. Mark says all of the declones happen when he's at work. Interesting. It's unfortunate, I guess. Zafin says on Twitch that the fact you can switch regions is what ruined it. I mean, that definitely made it crazy easier. Wait, I already started this run, didn't I? Well, I'm almost there, so. Pirate Bilal. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub, Pirates. You Slayer. As always. As always. Nothing more I love than when someone gives me Jeff Bezos' money. Oh! Not bad, but not perfect. All the stuff rolled a little bit under what it can roll up to. But that's not a bad charm. Not bad. Yeah. How do you switch region? I mean, it's pretty easy. If you're on PC, I know I could tell you how to do it, but on a console or something, I don't know if their launcher looks the same or not. But yeah, above where you click play and it launches the game, there's just a little, it almost looks like a globe. It's like tiny though. It's like the size of a pencil eraser, but you click on it and then you can click Americas, Asia, or Europe, and bam. You just jump to whatever server the declone's about to spawn on and go do it. It's on console. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know where it is on console. How do you get that scream that brings you life? The scream that brings you life. So, I'm assuming you're talking about this redemption aura, life and mana recovery. Oop, right here. So it brings life from the dead bodies and gives you life and mana. And you don't have to have it up all the time. Like sometimes I'll rock like, you know, extra defense, and then I just swap over to the other hand that has it and then swap back. So if you want to keep an aura up like Salvation or something for higher all res, you kill everything, boom, 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 boom. Swap to get the redemption aura, swap back, or you can just hotkey it obviously, but I have so many hotkeys that I just... we don't need 18 life. Is Declone spawning today? I mean, they spawned at least one earlier. If I think there was a couple of them earlier already today. So, just got home from work. Gecko, what's going on? Who wins? Feel like PA gives me better chances. Great things dropping. So we're just starting off the Players 1. This is going to be a couple of days journey. I'm doing P1 today. That's all I'm going to be doing. So a little out of the ordinary. I usually wouldn't play online by myself, but because I'm like kind of doing it, it's not crazy scientific, but it's slightly scientific, I guess you could say, just to see what I get better drops in. And the thing is it's what I get better drops in, not what drops, but what I get. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm running P8, that's kind of the experiment. I'm going to try to grab everything as fast as I can when people are in the game. But I'm expressly going to tell everybody, you try to grab the stuff as fast as you can as well. When I do them with people later. So we're going to be fighting over drops just like everyone does. Nobody's going to let me get them or anything like that. So it's going to be comparing what you can actually get online at Players 8 in full games running Chaos and what you could get. And I was thinking about maybe doing split farming. Like maybe I can compare it 3 ways, you know? Who wouldn't like it, like doing it a 3-way for comparing the Magic Find stuff, I mean. I cracked myself up with my own joke that I couldn't. Oh yeah, maybe we could do it split MF. So I would be in here by myself in Chaos and seeing what I would find. But that would just be comparing like kill speed to kill speed, which I could just do offline single player at that point if I wanted to test that. So. Dave asks, conviction doesn't help Holy Bolt. Yeah, the Holy Bolts don't deal lightning damage, so I don't feel conviction is great to use on Fist 7 Paladin. Talrune, give me that. Give me this. Give me that. That got Kermit to come back. Kermit was lurking. He's like, not anymore. I heard a 3-way joke. Thought this was supposed to be family-friendly stream, Phil. I'm online right now, so this is my online FOH Paladin. Is it better to hit the Forge, the Hell Forge on Players 8? I've never had that question asked before, and I've never thought about it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter at all. Like if you're offline and you're Players 8, don't do your Hell Forge if you're online with everyone in the game, because it'll like use their quest up but only drop one time from the Hell Forge. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't change anything for your individual. Like you can't all of a sudden find a Burr rune from the Hell Forge if you have 8 players in the game or something. So don't do that. A few people on YouTube and stuff are like, no, don't do that. So yeah, I think they're agreeing with me that you definitely don't want to do that. I ignored your last 3 comments. True story, Kermit. I did ignore them. I seen them, I read it, and I chose not to go on. Howl's Mask, Huss Spitter? Nailed it. Howl's Mask, useful one. A weaker, what are we, 2 weeks in the ladder now? Most people might have them for your active mercenaries, but still, a nice little find early in the ladder. Later, on my Holy Grail thing, I wouldn't even really note it, but we'll give that to somebody who can help them out. They ain't got that yet. Non-ethereal bill. Mark said they fixed it where it would use everyone's quests, so I guess that's not true anymore, huh? So if there's 8 people in the game and someone goes and does their health forge, you're not paying attention. It doesn't just nuke your quest. Okay, good to know. I must have missed that, or I forgot it in the whatchamacallit, in the patch notes somewhere. We're at here. I'm not ignoring you guys. There's 350 people I'm trying to read, and you guys are so enthusiastic. Also, I'm trying not to embarrass myself with the gameplay. You guys are just putting in so many comments because you're trying to kill me, and that's what it is. Let's see. Undead Arrow says somebody, an anime creator passed away. Unfortunate. Creator of Dragon Ball. Gotcha. Rip. I did watch Dragon Ball when I was a kid. Oh, I didn't stop at the cube again. Wah wah. Unfortunate. Zephin said my high rune drops that one day when I was split magic finding was the example. See, actually, when all those Ohm runes dropped, I was in a game by myself the entire. I was on P1 that whole time. When I found those 2 Ohm runes and an Ist in the same game. Why did I thought I had? Oh, I was P1 waiting for Declone to spawn on the European server. So, yeah. What am I? Oh my gosh, my brain dead. Okay. All right, 45 life, skiller, and a good skill. Don't give me that 45 life curses. Oh. Yeah, Lol again. Yeah. I clipped them down to like a 1 or 2 minute clip video. So, oh, it's the one, Lol again. So yeah, everyone's got to check that little clip thing out, because I actually spent way too long. I didn't spend that long. It wasn't that hard of an edit, but I actually like tried to make it a little funny and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot again that yeah, this guy. Throwing Bubs says, couple hours left at work. Right. Unfortunate. But then you're got the weekend coming up, right? If you're one of those people that doesn't work the weekends, I should say. Let me re-up my battle orders. Don't know if I forgot to do that. Where are we at? Kermit's driving right now. Can't be on your phone, bro. That's a drive and lurk type situation. Danger says expecting any streamer to acknowledge your comment is insane behavior. Well, I do try to read. For the longest time, I did literally read every single comment for sure, but at some points it just becomes impossible, right? I still read most, I would say. I try to pride myself on catching as many, because I remember putting in comments and just, you know, feeling good that they got acknowledged, and, you know, kind of the point, right? If I ain't interacting with chat, what are we even doing here? We're having a mime version of D2R, right? 2 hours and 13 minutes left. So you're driving that far, huh? That's a long drive. I know you go. That's the type of job you got or whatever, right? But yeah. Player jungle. It is a. Why did I have a dash at the end here? Whatever. I did like it, but I'm just gonna stick to this, even though I want to. Yeah, I need an AI Phil to read all the comments. Yeah, right. That'd be sick. Just set up a script to automatically input your guys' chats into Chat GPT, and just with the automatic prompt of Chat GPT, how would Sweet Phil respond to this comment? And then it just spits that out as the response for you guys' comments. Oh man. Wonder how much that would cost to get someone to do that for me. Mark said he'd never support a content creator that didn't interact. Yeah, I mean it's kind of the point, right? I mean, I know, especially for like the huge people, their whole chats aren't even set up that way. It's completely infeasible for those people that stream to like 20,000 people to read any of the comments, right? Infeasible. Plot. It worked. No, I'm joking. Fubar is coming with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, you legend. Ooh. Appreciate you. Herman said he was 4 hours of driving. 4 hours, yeah, it's even more than 2. Halfway home.
Fubar's donated $2 through super chat. Read me, smiley face.
Read me, streamer. Read my comment. Read me. Slaying 90% of the time. Yeah, it's actually difficult to slay demons and read chats, but I'm not complaining though. I'm not complaining. Now there's 15 comments just saying, Phil, read me. Read my comment, Phil. Appreciate you, fellas. Oops. A new channel joke when people just spam chat with a comment saying chat spam. No, let's not make it a thing. Yeah, I got you, Mark. They're fun to watch sometimes, the huge streamers, but yeah. I definitely watch them sometimes, whether it's Asmund I'll watch once in a while. More clips and stuff, really, but yeah, I'll watch some of the stuff sometime. Entertaining, even though they're the big streamers. Wouldn't put the support behind them, though. I got you. I kind of feel the same way. You always want to support the little guy, right? Oh, let's go. I feel like I found a good facet earlier in the season, too. My man. I think this is going to be a... I mean, of course it's going to be 5-5. Cold or lightning? You know, I just got a feeling it's 5-5 poison. I just got a feeling. Never mind. Couldn't be much more incorrect. I got one of the numbers right. Impressive, Phil. 5-4 cold. I'm happy with it. That's not bad. Not bad. Oh, over on Twitch here got it right. Yeah. A couple people guessed cold. 4-5 cold, Mark. Zephanex went with the cold at least. He knew the element type. So, yeah. More water. Who guessed it gets it? I mean, I would have no problem with that. I'm just gonna give it away eventually anyways, but I don't want to spend the time to have to try to figure out how to get it to the person who guessed it right, to be perfectly honest. That's my main thing. Oh yeah, I was gonna... we'll go with some of the juice peach flavored sparkling water. Cindy says they got a 405 attack rating Fool's Mod Rare Ethereal Zerker. Single player. What to do with it? I mean, you gotta make a Zealer then, right? Gotsta. Mandatory. Fago's legit. Yeah, not Fago today. Maybe you could have been referring to someone else's comment, but yeah, no, this is Aldi brand sparkling water. Oh, what's up with the unspent stat points? Great question. So, I was thinking about doing something, and then I haven't decided whether to do it yet. Oh, I forgot I had Defiance up with 30k defense. 10% chance to get hit. But, yeah, and I actually have a couple skill points, I think, too. Oh, no, I did use those. Oh, maybe that's what it was. I was thinking about switching my... What was I thinking about doing? I was thinking about something. And then I, like, what are, is 15 stat points either way going to really affect my build that much? And I was thinking about switching something on my build at one point, and then I didn't, and I was like, who cares? I'll just hold on to them for now until I decide later, and I just never decided. That's pretty much the story. Because, like, if I put 15 points into Vitality, like, who cares? Like, what? That's going to give me a little bit more life. It's not going to do anything for me, really, right? So. Solar Creeper. Normal hell playthrough, what's a good amount of physical damage and attack rating to aim for? Boy. I'm gonna be honest, the way that I play, and I have been playing for so long, I don't really look for a number like attack rating and damage amounts. Like, I look for, like, when I look at the bases, I just know which ones are better. So maybe I can't give you the best advice on that. I just kind of know which bases are better, and then I look at the stats that are on it, and then I just, like, decide that way. But I'm gonna be honest, I do not almost ever do melee playthroughs. Like, I've only done that like a few times, to be honest. So in almost every circumstance, I would do like some sort of caster playthrough. And even on like a barbarian, you know, you can even do like singer playthroughs with like dual spirits and stuff. So melee playthrough on D2R is incredibly difficult. Sparkling junk, just drink water. No, I like it, so each their own. Or actually, no, let's fight about it. No, I'm joking. Diffuse said, oh, I was thinking too hard when I was answering some of the questions earlier. Yeah, sometimes that happens. I stumbled like 5 times on the thinking about why I had those 15 extra stat points over there. Let's see. Whoops. I didn't mean to chug a potion. Let's see. Bit, was that, who was that? This is you, Bit, right? Let me see, I guess I can give you that Tao's mask, yeah. I owe you some back pay for the modding the Discord, so I'll shoot you the password to my game in Discord real quick here. I don't know what the password is now though. I'll send you the password to the next game. Kermit says you must do what I say or else. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty much I got this stuff because I'm you know, just kind of something, you know, when you want to eat something but you don't really want to eat anything. You get something flavorful. Maybe instead of grabbing a few beers, you just grab something else to drink. Water just doesn't do it for you, you know? Sometimes you're just bored. Sometimes, honestly, I just like this stuff. I'm just like, I'm gonna drink some of that yummy tasting stuff because I'm bored. Instead of, you know, sometimes people grab stuff to eat when they're bored. You don't want to do that. Sparkling water brawl. Yeah. The great sparkling water riots of 2024. Ooh. Robert said, tried the energy drink from Aldi. Not so bad. Yeah, and they were what, 89 cents or 69 cents or something? So, I don't drink them a lot, and I wouldn't recommend drinking energy drinks a lot. Just all the stuff that's in them. There's so much stuff. But yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta change the number, don't I? Just super quick here.
Kyrie Bullpine donated $2 through Super Chat from a gal viewer who loves the game and music.
Appreciate you. $2 super chat from Kyrie. One of the 1.8% gal viewers I got. Appreciate you. Love the game, love the music. What a legend. Yeah, I got it right here. I just tossed it on the ground for you. Oh, you don't? Okay, we'll give that for the giveaway. So we swapped out an Istrun for the Talismas for the giveaway. That's what you were saying. Okay, I didn't fully understand. I can't understand anything. Once again, Kyrie, thank you so much, you Slayer, for the super chat. Alucard's exclamation lurk mode. Appreciate you. The few said if you want another 5 Talismas, let me know. Winter Foxville said there's more than one of us. It's just less than 1%, which is still crazy. Yeah, actually, maybe I should look it up again right now. I put it in one video. I was like, I want to thank ladies and gentlemen out there, even though there's only like 1.2% ladies that watch the videos. Let me look it up real quick. It's just kind of funny. Understandable, but you know, gaming is more male dominated than, you know. Let's take a look at the last video. Let's go increase drop rates call right here. How many of the viewers of this video audience? Oh, so increase my drop rates. That short that showed the it was just a short 2-minute video that showed that one run when I had both the ohm runes and I was being funny. 100% male, 0% female. 100%. Let's see the odds real quick. I know you guys can't see this, but wow. Okay, the short clip I posted when I found the griffins. 100% male, no female. Let's see here. Easiest season starters. Now this one's gonna have. This one might have some. 99.9% male, 0.1% female. There we go. There we go. The wife didn't even watch it. Brutal. Oh, that is true. That is true. No, because she did watch it. It must be if it's less than 0.1%, it doesn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? It must round down or whatever. Because if there's like, because if you get enough views, like if there was 15 women that watched my video, it would be less than 0.1%, right? So. So Cindy, I might have missed, I see some of the comments, but I don't know all of them, but, please help me. What do you need help with, I guess? Cindy? Mishka doesn't watch his content? Maybe. Like I said, it's probably that situation where, you know, because, I mean, the video I looked at had 22,000 views, so I'm not going to do the math right now, and I would probably make myself look like an idiot. I don't know what 0.1% of 22,000 is. Probably not that hard of a math equation, but if it's less than that, I bet you it just says 0. Gold Magic Fine, what's up? We're just on P1 right now, so. Oh, look at the axe you found. I mean, I'll pull it up real quick. I'm guessing you posted it under Trophy Room. Don't see it there. Saffron says that sounds like copium to you. Maybe. Why did most of my videos don't even get 0.1%? Well, no, because I mean, there's like multiple women in here now, so it'd be shocking that no women watched any of my videos if they watched the live streams. Sounds sus. That's how the kids word it nowadays, right? I mean, it doesn't have all it could have on it, but 40% increase attack speed. It's just 3 though. Yeah, dang it. If only it could have like 3 to traps on it too, huh? The claw tried. Yeah, the claw tried. If it had 2 to assassin or 3 to, it's like, it's even the right base too, right? Can it have it's blue though? Right, yeah. Oh yeah, I can't be mosaic with this one. Good call, Saffron. It's still close. Under trading. All right, I'll check it out. I'll just pull it up right now. I see here. Go right after here. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Repair durability. Let's see. Streamer mode enabled. Okay. This is what Cindy says she found there on single player. 40 increased attack speed, enhanced damage over 400. Deadly strike from the low rune and repair. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. What do you do with it? I mean, you use it. Or don't use it. It's up to you. Magic stuff rolling perfect is so hard to find. Even when that one's not even perfect, it's like going to be worthless, but I still don't want to get rid of it. So I've never even found one that was even that good that was magic before. Magic stuff is so rare to find. Robert said last night found 2 martial art gloves, mana leech, other stats. Only 10 increased attack speed though. Boy, yeah, sounds like my luck with Java gloves, but So many options how to roll. Yeah, true story, Saffron. True story. Diffuse looked it up for me. 0.1% of 22,000 would be 22. So the one video that I got, 0.1% female viewers actually got 22 females watched my video. Carmen said found a mod this morning. What do you mean by found a mod? Why Defiance? Gives you more defense? Jeezy says, isn't that the $17,000 axe? It might be. I thought about that when I seen it. I'm like, is this really what you found?
Shout out to Kermit for being a killer.
Yeah. The axe that somebody paid $17,000 for? Okay. Missing the J, says Kermit. Missing the J. Let's do some sleuthing. Is that the $17,000 axe?
This axe is worth $5.
Where's it at? Can't find it in the video. I'm scrolling through Cooley's video to find it. What? Why can't I find it? Can't find it now. Of course I can't. Any good loot? Few little things. I did get a facet, some other little stuff, nothing insane, I guess, but I mean, of course it was, Saffron. It's YouTube. I know the game. Need more defense on P1 though? Well, the thing is I don't need anything, so that's the main thing. None of the auras actually really help me, so I mean, I could just go like this. There. And there'll be no difference in gameplay. Mana never goes down, life never goes down. I didn't even remember I had Defiance on, to be honest. Zanilio, what's going on? Go might to up your Emilio. There you go. Fanaticize. I'll fanaticize him. We'll go. Yeah, rock the might. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. I think. Oop, I didn't not mean to do that. His resistances aren't even capped. The thing is I just kill everything so fast that it doesn't even matter. What you get for him. Usually, honestly, I rock the Salvation Aura just so you literally don't have to pay attention to anything. But, I mean, I could just rock Cleansing, I guess. Yeah, I mean, just get rid of any curses and poison or whatever, I guess. Yeah, I know. There's a... Well, never mind. I'm not even going to address it anymore. Not even going to address it anymore. Well... See, it's something I would never use. That's what I mean. Neither one of them's perfect. Got two things though. I don't know. It was so the picture is different. Okay, so yeah, so someone says they found that offline single player. I could see it as somebody trolling me because Cooley, I don't know if you want to call it attacked, made comments referencing to me in his video, so I'm assuming that's kind of what it was for. But let's go back to Redemption. I'm only going to use Fist of Heavens on him now. So that's the lightning damage going after him. And then here's the Holy Bolt damage. Another essence. Oh, if I had conviction though, that would get her done. Oswace, yeah, no problem. Glad you like the videos. Try the infinite MF Easter egg. No, it doesn't really. The way you magic find in Diablo 2, I don't think that's really worth it. It's interesting, it's fun, it's cool that they added it and they added it in there or whatever. But I don't think it's really constructive to try to use it. Yeah, it's not worth anything. Robert said he likes Ginger Gaming Mentor. Yeah, he does. He streams a lot, so most other people stream way more than I do. Yeah, he's one that puts in some time, right? Oh, unidentified JMod, do it one of these days. Put in some time. I don't even know how people stream so long. If I stream for like 4 hours, I'm like, nah, my back, my legs. Everyone else is just fine. Bullrog skin. Sazabi's Ghostly Liberator. Part of that, you know, if you want to put that budget set in your Act 5 Mercenary, you got the piece here that is easy peasy. Kind of a rare one, sort of. So your neck, your back. Well, my neck and back are just bothering me. I see what you're getting at there, Robert. I'm gonna pretend that you're not getting at it, but. Leg day? No, Fred, I haven't worked out in a while. My neck and my back problems have been so bad. Like I actually went to the doctor today, and I got a referral to a back specialist, and I got some drugs to take, whatever. So Chris said he streamed Final Fantasy Remake for 39 hours. Good God. That's insanity. I don't know. Probably nobody wants it, but we'll throw it in the giveaway game, I guess. What do you mean he has a chinchilla? Oh, someone must have made a comment about Ginger's. Yeah, he literally has a chinchilla. Yeah, he has oh, Ogreax. He brings it on stream and stuff all the time. Get rid of that. Come on, I think what does it go to 320, right? 314. Oh, it's a good one. Only that was ethereal. PMH on there too, prevent monster heal, then Bone Spears, Corpse Explosion. If you want to make that Corpse Explosion summon druid, you gotta have it. I mean, neither one of these. I mean, people probably don't want these. We'll just throw them out, whatever. If anybody actually wants those pieces, I can run back and grab them and do a giveaway for. Or if anyone thinks anybody would want them, but kind of just. Got too many things, so I don't know if I'll grab it all. Ever been to a chiropractor? Well, I'm gonna say no, but I don't know that I really want to talk about that anymore because, well, I got some opinions on chiropractors. We'll just leave it at that. Grab you that armor real quick. All right, we'll grab the armor, sure. Give you build ideas, please. So Cindy, I already said go with a Zealer, but I don't really play. Oh, did I not hit the thing? I was getting too distracted. Yeah, my own recommendation is go with the Zealer. But melee characters are just way slow at farming relative to like everything else, so. Missed a seal. I ended up figuring it out. I ended up figuring out that I missed a seal, yeah. What's your opinion? You're gonna dig at my chiropractor opinion? Nope, just said I wasn't gonna talk about it. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, everybody's saying things, and I'm not going to respond to any of the chiropractor comments coming in. Not going to. That one creates as much of an uproar, almost as much as, how do you like your steak, Phil? Double well done with ketchup only. That's a troll, by the way. But still funny. Still funny. Extra well done with ketchup. That's the only way any sane human should eat their steak. Anyone says anything different, they're banned from my channel. That's one of those things that people get real irate about too. How you eat your steak. Like you're like, oh, you're a good guy. Oh, cool, because I like my steak medium well. And they're like, oh, never mind, I hate you. Why do you exist on this planet anymore? If somebody says that. Unsub for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I've learned over the years there's some topics that the way that they go over on stream. So anything political, how people eat their meat, how long they cook their meat for, medical advice. Some things just don't go over well. Maybe under a different context, but not for a chillaxing, hey, we're hanging out, bros. And the 15 ladies that are subscribed to my channel as well. Hanging out, chilling, watching the drops, having a good time. Everyone the doctor on the internet. Right. Cindy says wants to chase mine around the plate. It's Saffron. You might as well be a vegetarian if you cook your. I'm assuming you mean if you cook your steak or your meats too much. Randy says medium well on a burger. Yeah, yeah. I definitely want my burgers cooked more than a steak for sure. Even though nowadays I watch like one of those. Well, I watch documentaries all the time actually, but that ground beef, because those people, like a bunch of people died from ground beef back in the day, that now it's like super regulated, so it's actually like not like dangerous, but just the idea of ground up meats and just makes me want to cook them all the way through. So that's about as far as I'm getting into that topic, though. Pets. Oh no, we ain't talking about pets. I've voiced my opinion back in the day a couple times, but we ain't doing that, fellas. No, 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 no. We're just slaying demons, talking about FCR breakpoints and stuff and things. Max, just shoot your there you go. Just 200 magic find. So I've decided for this building it this time to prioritize plus skills as much as possible. Get as much damage as possible. So
Let's go.
Oh, Robert, thank you for gifting 5 Slayer ships. Ooh, my mans. Appreciate ya. What a legend. Don't ask him what I think about ice cream. Galback, come on. You're supposed to be on my side, lady. What are you doing around here? Oh my gosh, she was mad at me. Guys. This isn't how this is supposed to be going today. This is supposed to be a chill slaying day. Unbelievable. Jeremy, what's going on? Welcome in. Diffuse 93 to life. 3 socketed ornate last night. Is that like a 3 sockets? Is that like a mid-level or low-level duel type of thing, or? I know it's. If that, yeah, I wouldn't have thought ornate on that one with the kind of semi-high strength requirement, but. Sasquatch said, "Oh, I hear Phil likes to overcook his pets." Jeez, this guy. Gosh. Not exactly what I said, but I mean that's how the internet works, right? Ice cream is chill. Bunch of people saying they like ice cream, don't like ice cream. I don't know. Find a high room to distract everybody, says Dustin, right? That's what I need to happen. Yeah, come on, game, help me out here. Hold on. Let me go. I have to go fill my water bottle real quick. Hold on. Some people will get it. Some people will get it. What? Well, that was unexpected. Wicked Plumber coming in with a $50 super chat. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Oh no, I'm gonna send that super chat back, Wicked Plumber. I don't know if I can answer that. I'll wait for it to get read off. But thank you so much for the $50 super chat. You legend. I guess I have to answer it. It's not that offensive. It's not that offensive. What if the answer was, you just got baited. Galback just baited you. I actually love ice cream. Why is it so far behind? I'm gonna have to answer it before it reads it off. Sometimes YouTube's way behind. Amazing question. Oh, there it is. There it is.
The Wicked Plumber donated $50 through Super Chat.
Hurt my neck.
Hey Phil, just wondering what your thoughts are on ice cream.
Thank you so much for the massive super chat. So ice cream, I actually used to love ice cream. I loved ice cream when I was a kid. I would eat ice cream every chance I would get. Massive giant bowls of ice cream all the time. I just don't like sweet stuff anymore. I really do not like things that are super sweet. Like if I ever get like, we'll say if I buy like Arnold Palmer like in the bottle or the cans or whatever, I buy the like Arnold Palmer Light, and it's like really sweet to me because I don't really eat sweet stuff. So ice cream, I kind of avoid it. Also, ice cream doesn't go great with beer. So if I go to like parties and stuff, I'm usually having a couple beers. So it's like, you know, that's kind of, so I always skip ice cream. I always skip ice cream. How about sorbet? Bunch of ice cream. Chat lighting up about different types of frozen treats. Very, very popular topic here. Maybe we can go with that. But yeah, I just don't,
Let's go.
I don't partake. Wicked Plumber. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. My man, absolute freaking legend. Gifting 20 Slayer ships. Ooh, my man. Hit some emotes in there. Thanking Wicked Plumber. That's the word I was gonna say. Couldn't get it out there. I'll even get some in there for you too. Appreciate you. Saffron Phillips have been a well done steaks. I've never liked Bud Light, Bud Heavy, no ice cream, and no conviction. Half true, half not true. Actually, that's like 25% true. No conviction is true. There we go. Oh. Beer greater than sweets the fill way. Yeah, there you go. See, when you say it that way, it doesn't sound as bad, right? Well, maybe it sounds worse, actually. Conviction goated for Nova. There you go. Kermit says hot take, he doesn't care for cake. Yeah. For the same reasons I don't eat ice cream, I don't eat cake either. But really, it's just, sweet stuff is just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Old man Phil here. Everything is so sweet. Anything that is supposed to be kind of sweet is like super sweet. But for me, literally, if depending on which apple I eat, sometimes the apples are literally too sweet and I can't eat the whole thing. So, like sometimes I'll be eating an apple and I just stop because it's too sweet for me. That's just me. Just me. But they say if you eat less sweets or you eat less sugar, then stuff will seem more sweet to you. So it could be that. I'm guessing it's like things are too sweet, so I don't eat a lot of them. And because I don't eat a lot of them, they seem more sweet. You know what I mean? So.
A drink over candy, sweet, every time.
Appreciate you, Robert, for 17 months of Slayership YouTube membership. Appreciate you. Taste buds changing. Well, I would say changed because I've been this way for a long time. Pretty much since I was young adult, we'll say. I haven't really ate that stuff, so. Bet this guy enjoys drinking water. I mean, nothing wrong with water. Water's the best thing to drink. Gee, Stacks. You guys you gotta roast me, fellas, huh? You got to. Oh, Sasquatch coming in with 17 months. 17 months buddies.
17 months buddies.
Nice. And also Sasquatch. Thank you so much for the Slayership. Ooh, as well. 17 months. Sugar's a necessity like water and oxygen. Yeah, true-ish. Just nowadays, everybody in the average American diet society gets way too much sugar, right? Even me avoiding sugar probably gets way too much sugar. Because most people love it. Not to mention there's so many different kinds of sugar, whether your body's converting one thing into sugar, this and that, but yeah. Everything's okay in little teeny moderations, right? Water, fish pee in that. Yeah, right? Can't drink water. Fish go to the bathroom in it. Colossus crossbow. Unfortunately not good. Cool Boy says we all consume too much sugar, not just you, just the Americans.
Sing it. Pour some sugar on Phil.
Viv, thank you for the 23 months of Slayership. You want me to? I mean, nobody wants me to sing it. If I sing, the viewer count drops by 25%. You know how I know that? Because I've done it before. But thank you for the Slayership. Yeah, MK, it is a Rock on the Range shirt. Yeah. Yep. I found it in the back of my closet the other day, the other day. I was like, oh, I forgot about this shirt over there. Just slid to the back corner and I forgot about it. Crazy too, because it's like great condition. It fits perfect, just perfect. So. Robert says the Sweet Phil membership is his second longest relationship of all time. I'm glad I could be there for you, Robert. This guy. If only they had 3 Tapali combat skills. That's the easy part to get on it, right? You know what I think I'm gonna do here in a minute? What time we got? 2:46. This is a great time to stand the desk up, I think. Great time. Move the legs around. Still playing though. I got a standing desk, anyone who's wondering, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stand this up probably right after this run, actually. I mean, poison res 7. Jules, some smarty pants out there knows. I can't remember. I think so. 7 is the max on hit recovery on a jewel, right? Sounds right. I think I'm right. I think that's right. Whoa, Diffuse. That's a very long comment. I'll skim the comment, Diffuse. It's very long though. Diffused on says he was a nurse, so he wanted to specify he was a male because people often assume nurses are females. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, they're definitely. I mean, I'm not going to go too deep. This is another thing. Food science is another thing people can get pretty distraught about. But I do think there's a difference. There is kind of a difference between fruit, sugars that are in fruit, and other stuff. Mainly because of the sugar, and this is my opinion, don't get all mad. When you eat fruit, like you're eating an apple, there's all kinds of other stuff too. But when you're drinking pop, it's just like liquid sugar. So it's not like you don't have all the other stuff coming along with it. Which I feel like not necessarily counteracts. It's hard to explain. I don't want to go into it crazy, but yeah. I do generally agree with you. No comment length limit on Twitch. I must not have one because I meant to have one, but do I have one on YouTube? I don't remember because I set up YouTube, but then Twitch was kind of a secondary setup. I generally agree. A couple of people over here said, yeah, fiber from fruit, like along with the fruit, the sugars and fruit. Yeah, I generally agree with that, but yeah, I don't want to go too much into it. But yeah. Let's see, Ath Reaper's Tollworth. I'm real bad, Tommy, at evaluating worth of things. I have to look everything up on a trade site, so everything. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could drop my sugar opinion here. I don't know. I always wonder how much I really want to say, because sometimes you just say your opinion and it seems super uncontroversial, and then all of a sudden everyone loses their minds. Yeah, we'll keep it for somebody. But generally the way I see it, because yeah, sugar is sugar, but when you eat an apple, like, getting a certain amount of calories from sugar, or a certain amount of sugar, like tablespoons of sugar, like try eating the same amount of sugar from only eating apples as you can the amount of sugar from a 2 liter of Coca-Cola. Like, you'd have to eat like 50 apples, you know? Like, it's so easy to drink pop relative to just eating 10 apples, you know what I mean? That's what I feel the difference is. You get full from the apple, you don't get full from drinking Coke or eating Twinkies. So you end up with way more sugar in your system. And I know I've seen a lot of people say a lot of other stuff, but that's the general, from just a layman's terms of how to explain, in my opinion, why eating fruit and those sugars aren't going to get you all fat, but drinking a ton of pop and stuff can, and eating candy. But that's where we're going to leave that one at. But by all means, if anyone wants to drink tons of Coke, do it. Don't listen to what I have to say. Follow your own heart. What the fuck is pop? Oh, I shouldn't have said that out loud. I forgot that I don't usually swear on stream. My bad. WTF, what is pop, says Kermit. Don't do that to me, Kermit. I was reading too fast that I wasn't thinking about what I was saying. I think I just, like, slammed an F-bomb as loud as I could. Good job, Kermit. That was the real thing, you guys were like, we're gonna distract them with this nonsense about sugar, and then we're gonna get them to drop a huge F-bomb on stream. Guys got me good. Got me good. I don't even remember what I was reading. Oh yeah, pap. Because yeah, in Michigan we say pop. And it's what, soda in a lot of other places, or a few states they call it just Coke everywhere for some reason. Which is fine, but seems super odd. What kind of Coke do you want? I would like Pepsi. Just odd. Canada's pop? Well, that would make sense, because I'm like a stone's throw from Canada, so. Yeah, Kermit, got him. Yeah, Kermit, good job. War boots, Immortal King boots. We'll take it, whatever. Pop or soda is acceptable, says Biv. So a couple people in Minnesota, Wicked just says, Wicked Ball. That makes sense. You're our little neighbors, or not our little neighbors. Not, I didn't mean that way, but you're the neighbors over to our west. I had to think what direction that was for a second. Appreciate y'all, by the way. Make sure YouTube hit that like button for me if you haven't done so already. Easily forgotten. I always forget to hit the like button on streams and stuff until someone reminds me. Drew K, any high runes yet? Not yet today. Just some little things, really. Chris said he came to Michigan. People were poking fun at how he spoke. Canadians have an accent, saying a boot. Yeah, Canadians got the a boot. What are you talking about? Pretty classic one right there. Don't you know? What's and then not like roasting anybody, you know, there's nothing wrong with anybody's accent or anything, but I find it comical that people from the UP in Michigan they have like a thick Canadian accent. It cracks me up, kind of. That they're like from the United States, they're from Michigan, but if you would go anywhere, even when they come to like southern Michigan, it's like you think they have a Canadian accent, but they don't live in Canada. They're not from Canada, right? Oh, I didn't realize my mercenary biffed it. Should have had Defiance up, he might have survived. Probably Salvation would help, actually, but... Going in, no merc. Yeah, I didn't even notice he died. Yeah, I didn't notice he bit the dust. Oopsie. We'll throw Conviction on for him. Maybe that'll help him out. Arish says, wishes they'd let us have loot filter, I believe. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but yeah, that'd be cool, but it's a little thing though, so. Rob says, loves the UP. Upers want to either be Wisconsin or French. Interesting. Yeah, I've only ever been just past the bridge like a few times, really, but it would be cool. I do kind of want to go up there. I'm not like a huge hunter or anything. So it's like pretty much anything you can do in the UP, you can do like south of the Mackinac Bridge too, right? So, and it's so far. Like it takes as long. It takes like 6 or 7 hours to drive all the way up to the UP from where I live. So. Exotic, welcome in. At least you don't sound like a country bumpkin. Well, I'm a simple old country boy, so I used to have that country accent, but I kind of got rid of it after I moved to the city. Don't talk like this no more. Yeah, that's my best country accent sound, so now I just talk like I have a stuffed up nose all the time and 15% lisp, and that's just how I sound now. Speaking of, I was gonna stand my desk up. Good call, fellas. Yeehaw, partner. G-Stacks, it looks like you just found a Viper Magi. Congratulations. Incoming cow says swish. Is that the next terror zone? Not. I was like leaning on the desk, like wobbling. Just grab my little foot pad. I bought one of those foam pads that like usually you'd stand on in like a factory or something. Cause basement, concrete floor, Yep, about time to do cows with my Fist of the Heavens Paladin. Let's go! Just take my allergy meds real quick and we'll move on. Okay, there we go. Just smite the cows down. There you go. I'll just hit the cows individually with the Fist of the Heavens, just one by one. That's what a real man would do. Not a simpleton like Phil. Doing drugs on stream? Well, while you are technically accurate, G-Stacks, while technically what you said was accurate, I do dislike your phrasing. Walrus said never have allergies till you got older. Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't either. I don't even know if this stuff's working anymore, to be honest. I feel like when I first started taking it, it was like a revelation and then like wearing off or something, or maybe I'm just not used to how it was before I started using allergy stuff. Could be one of those situations. Dave said just got a 3 to pally skills amulet. Yeah, I did have a 3 to pally skills, but and I'm not sure what I would want to rock now, to be perfectly honest, but a 3 to pally skills, so I'd get one more skill to my FOH and Holy Bolt, but with 10 FCR. But I almost want a caster amulet with 15, so I can, like I was mentioning it earlier, if I could get the right breakpoint, if I had a 215 or higher caster amulet, I could take these off and throw Trang's gloves on here. Or, lightning mastery. Okay, I thought it said lightning skills. I don't know. I could take the Trang's gloves off and throw on chance guards, is what I meant to say, for more magic bind. Large charm. Oh yeah, no, I don't grab those anymore. I haven't grabbed large charms for like years now. Even like the best possible large charms are like meh that you can find. They're melee too, so I have no use for them really. And yeah, yeah. And there's not a whole lot of variety like of good ones you can actually get. So, all right, everybody, go get your Javazons or whatever. Make them cows. Regret they ever turned terrorized. Ugh. Snowpro says lots of YouTubers do drugs on stream. I mean, I feel like the way YouTube is, if that was true, I know you're joking, Snowpro, but I feel like YouTube's algorithm is so like picky that you would get like just blocked immediately. Saffron saying, let's hope for World Stone Keeper Chaos next. I wouldn't mind Chaos, obviously. Would not mind Chaos. I am freezing all of a sudden. Chris said, I've got a 35 Geeds. Nice. Not a bad roll. Not bad at all. Saffron said he's going to go track down the cow set, what he's going to be rocking now. That's going to be your go-to now? Cow set? No, I was joking. Just to find, I assume. I've never even attempted to use the cow set before. Like any of the stuff. I don't even know what's on it, what it does. Can't remember, like, offhand. Need it for the Grail. I got you. Okay, I see. That checks out. Drew K says, always at work when it's cows. Yeah, I can understand the feeling, I suppose. Mine's not as drastic, but yeah, that's what I always had the feeling like, man, it's always terrorized Andariel at like 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. When it's like my time. Unfortunate. Yeah, we'll check it. Not really the greatest base, but you always want to find a huge Jewelers of the Whale body armor. When I do, it'll probably be one of those bases, and like nobody will want it probably. 86 here, says Kermit. Yeah, it's like 46 here. What temperature is it really? It's 46 degrees here. How about that? I didn't even look. The last time I looked at what temperature it was 39 when I took my daughter to school, so. Quick, it says 36. You said you were from Minnesota, huh? Not warm. Not warm. Saffron says Neolithac's temple next. Is that good or bad? Yeah, seen you cry face or whatever. But think caffeine is a drug. Yeah, I mean technically yes. Technically this is true. But obviously, I feel like most people, when they say someone's doing drugs, they're not talking about they took Tylenol or they were drinking coffee. I feel like that's not the way people colloquially use it. -1 Celsius in Sweden. Celsius. I don't know what that... On this stream, we use freedom units. What is this Celsius stuff? Just kind of kidding. Neolithic Temple kind of mid, not sure. Yes, Neolithic, I feel like if you get the right, like, it's not going to be everyone. It'll be way better for offline single player, but sometimes you can get the ones that are just full of those tiny little dudes that like the flayers or whatever. That are in the player jungle. I don't know what they're called in each area, but... Or just spamming Pindle over and over, right? Spam farm, terrorize Pindle. I know that's not really your gig, though. You like the large areas, it seems. Which I understand. If there was no harpies, you wouldn't mind it? Yeah, well, it depends. That's like the... They're only on the bottom level, right? If there are any, I think. The ones that give you the blood mana curse. I feel like even farming Neolithic now, it's like super simple after they fix the Viper, the Poison Viper bug or whatever it was, so... Players on the first level? Gotcha. I know sometimes they have them on the second level because I see them teleport when I'm teleporting down to Neolithic. And occasionally I'll take them out. But I hate the quill rats that are... Those are gross. Even though they do technically have a higher rune drop chance than other monsters. Funny to find out. I did not know that until kind of recently. Loligan says that... Oh, Logan Lust. There's a different person. I thought it was you, but I misread your name there. But anyways, Logan Lust says that poison bug was nasty back in the day. It was, yeah. I kind of like that one too, to be honest. It just made that one situation like super hard to farm, and it was just like it kind of, you know, it gave extra value to those keys because it was hard to farm there, you know. But now it's easier. Oh well. Not the hugest deal. Alright, come on. You can do it. Boom! Shadow Disciplines. That's not going to be a good one to get. Could be Saffron, yeah. It could be the same for 1 and 2. I know the first level, I never am on it, so I don't know that one. I only know the second one when you're... I almost never go back up and farm the level above it, you know. It's just like sometimes on the way down, it's like, oh, look, there's so many of these little weak monsters. You flash Nova like twice, everything's dead instantly, and you know, hope you get lucky. Rick over on Twitch said, rare find, probably the rarest thing he ever found. He said he found 530s. Fool's mod. Interesting. Nice. I did, that's, for those type of jabs, 530s are the best I've ever found, but for whatever reason, they were ethereal. Well, I know the reason. RNG, but I didn't play the game right. Chris said poison's the least favorite thing in the game. It's not my least favorite. Least favorite? Well, I know my least favorite. It's a pretty simple one. Yeah. When are they? Emil says, when are they going to make Fists of the Heavens damage all monster types? When are the Holy Bolts going to damage everything? Probably never. I don't think it should. I like how it is, to be honest. It would be, yeah, I don't know, too powerful. It still wouldn't be more powerful than the Hammerden, but I think the Hammerden, I don't want them to change anything, but to be honest, it's probably a little overtuned. But boy, nerfing Hammerden, that would be so funny. That'd be so funny. The amount of anger online about that would be crazy. Big question, says Saffron. Why does the bolts damage magic immunes? Yeah, I also wondered that, but we go with it. Because it is magic damage, but it damages undead and demons. So yeah, I don't know. Not really sure what's up with it. Yeah, Saffron, yeah, we did, yeah, I think you were in here too, yeah. I do know that it was, an accidental thing, and then they've just left it, so... Concentration's not supposed to help hammers, originally. But apparently now they think it's fine, so... Yeah. G-Stack's talking about the Neelithek's Temple. He says... One level has the little flares that don't shoot, and the other one has the level that does shoot. So I guess that could make sense. Yeah, I would want to go for the level that doesn't shoot stuff. Oh, I thought that was... Never mind. Mateo de Affair. Get the champion already. Phil's least favorite is Fred? Hermit. How did you know that? No, I'm joking. Not true at all. We love Fred around here. Kyrie says, Mosaic's how Phil gets a tan. Yeah, well, I'm not very tan, but that's because I'm not around Mosaic Assassin very often. But if I did, yes. Another Zacharium shield. Oh, it's ethereal again. No. Can I get a better exile base? Is it possible already? Boom! Oh, it's unsocketed, but it's 26 res. What was the other one? Was it 25? So you could Larzik it for 4. Man. It's like the same as the other one. That's disappointing. The other one was 20, so it's a little better. All right, well. That's a thing, I guess. Why couldn't it be like 45? Why couldn't? Real disappointing. Oh well. Appreciate it, James, but yeah, I don't need a non-ethereal. I have a 40, I don't have it here. I have a 44 res Sacred Tarj Spirit that I'm using, but I was looking at, ethereal version for Exile that I was thinking about making, but also it's just cool to find, and I just like finding cool stuff.
Impossible.
Yeah, who was it? Jeezy, it was you, wasn't it? You said you're not going to find another Exile base for the rest of the season. But that is funny though, in just a couple of hours, because we were just talking, those are probably the 2 best exile bases that I have found since D2R came out. My offline single player, I don't have a single reasonably good ethereal base for exile. Not even as good as 20 all res. Crazy. Why do you need it ethereal though? Yeah, just for exile, Saffron. If I want to make an exile, it was more of, and the thing is I'm probably not even gonna need it, so I really don't need it, I guess. It's just way more hype to find a what's more hype, a 45 res 4-socketed vortex, or like a 45 res 4-socketed ethereal vortex shield. Definitely more hype for the exile base, because they're so rare. They're worth more. Probably worth like $1,000. Oh, Grimaul. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that in there. Back to town. 5x more hype, exactly. I just want to lose my mind. Go crazy. I'll jump, trip over something, hurt my neck. Ah! That's what's gonna happen. What's the verdict? So I'm doing all just players 1 today, and I'm not sure how much I'm gonna run or how long or whatever for P1 and P8, but I'm just doing players 1 today, and then I might be streaming actually tomorrow, a Saturday stream, possibly. No promises. Maybe, possibly. Oh, the game knows, fellas. It dropped it right at my feet. Ogriax, let's go. So I might do the players 8 tomorrow, since usually I don't get to stream with people who, you know, are working during the day, like now time and stuff like that. So not ethereal again, 282. Now let's check her out there. Yeah, Alucard, they're pretty rare base just as is, right? Yeah. Over on Twitch said he's only found 3 vortexes at all, period. So yeah. Then to get them with the right sockets or no sockets, so you can Larsic them, get a high resistance on it. Rare stuff. Need honest people as well. So for the games, actually, the whole point is to do these runs as a normal person would online, right? So the whole idea is that everyone's going to be trying to grab everything. So like, is farming online by yourself or farming in a game with other people, like doing chaos runs with a full random people online, what's really going to be better? That's the whole idea. So the idea is that everyone's going to try to grab everything as fast as you can, but the thing is I'm really good at grabbing things before other people can, so so we got to see. So it'll be, yeah, not just literally the drop rates, because yeah, I could just do that offline by myself, right? But this is like you're playing online with other people the same way that everyone else does chaos runs with random people. Like, well, not everybody does it that way, but a lot of people, I bet you most people really, when they do chaos runs, it's just like in a normal game, you know, C-Bail, you know, C-Bail, you know, 9127, you know. You can't get the party size boot. Yeah, well, yeah, it is a little bit different. You're right. I always forget that because when you're online, technically, if you're in a full party and people are in your party and they're in your area, that gives you a slight more boost to the drops. But I think the players count just overall is much higher of a boost relative to the change from the more party players in your area. I think. Not as knowledgeable on that. SC, did I miss a small charm perhaps? Could have happened for sure. Barricadix says split MF is the way to go. Yeah, it did cross my mind to possibly include that as like a three-way battle kind of thing between players one, split MF where I'm running chaos but the game's full, and then a full party running chaos together. But I think that would just take I think that's going to be too much. Like, I don't want to take that much time to run that many different ways, comparing that many different ways. So yeah, so I don't know, undecided yet. Undecided. I don't know, maybe I could, depends how much time I dedicate to each section, I guess, is the thing. The only goal being faster than the bots to grab the high runes. Yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong. And I mean, if anybody knows for sure, I guess you can pop in the chat if you think you know for sure, you just disagree. But I don't think that on D2R, I've never seen it anyways that I can think of, that there's actually like bots in standard public games like running around. Like, I'm sure there's people in private games and stuff like all the time, but I've never seen anybody where they were going around and I was like, oh, that looks like a bot, like teleporting around. Like, it's always just like looked like a normal person. I've never seen anybody, but hey, what'd you go over there for? I'm getting none of your drops. But yeah, back in D2, it would be websites just spamming their website like, hey, come to this site if you want these items, and there was bots everywhere. So that was very different. Yeah, we're at almost 200 likes. Almost 200 likes on YouTube. Appreciate you, fellas. Make sure any new people in here, if you did forget on YouTube here, make sure you hit that like button. My man, dude. Wicked Ball says he's seen him on D2R, so. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen anybody. I've definitely never seen any of the bots when they would put stuff. I mean, I see the bots. You know, I got to get out of the trade thing. I keep forgetting how to do that. But you know, I see bots all the time in the what's it called, the open chat or whatever. But I've never seen people like playing like that. It looked like to me, anyways. So that's just me. Greco, what's going on? Keep slaying. Ooh, what's going on? Welcome in. Substance. I know about some hero editors. I don't dabble too much, but I do use them occasionally to, like, just for making some videos and stuff. It's just way easier to transfer. It's easier to make a new character on hero editor than it is to find all my mules and transfer all the stuff. But yeah, you said there's one for going back in different patches. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever do that. Maybe one day I look into something like that, but. I missed a Grand Charm now. Yeah, oopsie. We'll get it next time. Kyrie says, yeah, lobby all adverts. Yeah, pretty much. That's exclusively what it's for, huh? Saffron said one time he's seen a paladin that was going around with no holy shield up. It was very suspicious. I mean, I could see that. Why you'd be suspicious of that for sure. No doubt. Barricade X. Bots will follow the precise script over and over. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, it's just me. It's fine if you guys have seen bots, but yeah, I never do. Jeezy said he's seen one last night. All right. I had actually seen some that I thought, I was like, dude, what the heck? These people are just like sniping every item, teleporting right on it instantly. And then the person started talking to his friend and stuff, unless that was all planned out just to not draw attention. But then they started making fun of each other, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess it's not a bot then. Unless the guys are sitting there watching his bot. I don't know. Ooh, 40 to life. You want to see some guys telly stomp directly on every good item as soon as it falls. Just wait till I start making those players 8 games spellless. You're gonna be seeing Sweet Phil just flying in, stealing everybody's drops. Haha. Alucard says, yeah, that was the grand charm. That was the one. That was the 40 life for combat. Could have been. Never know. Marty says, not if I join. He's getting everything. We will see. The wild, wild west of drops. Saffron says he best bots can talk now. Yeah, it's all chat GPT so that people don't suspect anything. They're like, hello, fellow humans. Isn't the weather crazy today? This doesn't seem suspicious at all. Oop. Battle of the gigabit internet. Right, exactly. Yeah. Rip says hunting for cold skillers, found 2 fire, and 1 was 40 to life. At least, hopefully, if you're online anyways, you can trade that. Gotta be worth something, right? Oh, did I not, did I miss over here? Did I miss over there? Where did I miss? This one. Well, let's boost our Diablo experience, I guess, huh? Snowpro says, the best bots look like normal people. It is true. I just never would imagine someone programming their Diablo 2 Resurrected bot in 2024 to randomly put in messages into chat to try to sound like a normal person. Never know, though. Never know. Cougar Hunter, 93. I am 93 levels. So is the faux pally better than Hammer now? Well, Hammers on like players 8 Hammers is faster, like more powerful. I would venture to say that I believe, and I've done this testing in the past, that if you're like rocking players 1 chaos, Fists of the Heavens is probably faster, not having to telly stomp everything, but players 8 Hammers is going to be faster. But that's, you know, that's my playing. Could be some skill issue or whatever you guys want to say. So that's what I've seen, though. Mr. Bear, anything new added? Haven't played since Mosaic dropped. Not, well, I don't know. I think there was a few since then. I think there was a few rune words. Did the Helm rune words come before Mosaic or after? But there hasn't been anything new for a little bit here. Just standard resets and stuff. And of course, I mean, it is the best game ever made, so it's still got that going for it. Best spotter, Kermit. Oh, they're the same time. Okay, Biv, the YouTube commenter said it was just the same time. Kermit said he's definitely seen pickup tools. And yeah, I don't know. I've never seen anything that I go, it was provable besides one dude to where I was like, oh, this guy's. I think what he did is he set up a macro on his mouse to click all over the screen instantaneously. I mentioned this story on stream before, but we were doing bail runs. So the whole wave would drop dead instantly and everything would disappear instantly. And then that one guy would run over here and it would be like this. He would run over, and he'd be like, boom, he'd throw out a Bardage. He'd throw out a random Bone Visage. He'd throw out a Rondell. He'd throw out arrows, like thawing potions. And I'm like, why is he picking up everything and throwing everything out over to the side? And I realized he was hitting his macro, probably. And then just picking everything up on the whole... Oh, there we go, on the whole screen. And then just dumping his inventory is what I was guessing. But... come on, Schaefer's! Bam! Yeah, it's still kind of rare. Stone Crusher, 100%. Oh, it was a seal boss, so he wasn't high enough level to drop Schaefer's. Could be Saffron. I didn't think about it. So less depressing, but it is what it is. Stone Crusher is kind of rare though, still kind of cool. Crushing Blow, 22 added damage, so it's like a budget. It's like a budget grief, right? I mean, nobody probably wants that. Would even pay for more stash taps? I've heard a lot of people say stuff like that. A lot of people. I'll throw it over here, even though nobody probably wants it. It's too rare. Not that it's the rarest thing in the world, but it is kind of annoying finding out rare items and then having to throw them out all the time, but... best drop you got today so far? I don't know, maybe probably the Exile bases, maybe, or... the Facet, maybe. No runes today, strangely enough. What? Why are there no monsters? What's going on here? Did I ever find Tyrell's Might? Not yet, no. But I decided to count finding Tyrell's Might online, so if I do find it online, I'm still just gonna count it and say I found it. A lot of people do their Holy Grails, like, they don't just do it like only this one offline account, or, you know, just because it takes so long and then you're trapped offline single player forever, which I like playing offline single player, but I also want to play online. So Kermit says 250% he would pay for more stash taps. Yeah, pretty much everybody agrees with that. Barbarians don't care about players count. Yeah, I mean, Barbs do everything on P1, right? So, see that? Grail's a personal goal. There you go, Michael. Exactly. You do some of it online, nothing wrong with that, he says. Yeah, I agree. I used to wanted to keep it just because of, I did it all single player, and because I'm a content creator / streamer or whatever, to keep it that way, but I decided, forget about it. So, that's what I decided. Kyrie says 0 high runes so far this season. Unfortunate. Gotta keep slaying. Gotta keep slaying, have those fingers crossed, hope for the best. Boom. Just nuked him. Oh, 220 boa gloves. Some fire res. So not great. Not a ton of stuff on there. But 220 boa gloves, that's cool, right? That's pretty cool. How did I get my Enigma so quickly? So a ton of the stuff I got, I found a Griffin's on day 3 of ladder. So at the time, Griffin's was worth the equivalent of like 2 Enigmas. So Tal's belt. Super lucky. Christopher said, been dropping high runes daily. I mean, if you average them out for me, I might have, but yeah. Snow Pro says the newest Counter-Strike bots miss headshots on purpose, so you're not just running around headshotting everybody. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe making bots nowadays so easy. Yeah, I don't know. They'll make D2R bots seem like real people. Slipknot says, do you feel like playing Necro versus Foden? You find more high runes? I felt I find more high runes when I'm playing Foe. I don't think there's anything to that. I think that's just like anecdotal evidence, just because runes are like so rare and uncommon to drop, and how the randomness of how and when things drop, it could seem that way. But 330 Phil, appreciate you, Bob. Yeah, today I actually don't have to pick my kid up from school, so thank you for the shout out though. Kyrie said Hell Countess Thal was the highest rune in 120 runs. That's some bad luck. That's bad luck for that to be true. That's crazy. Should at least get like a Ko or something in that time, or a Lum rune. How can you get an Enigma this far into season? I mean, you gotta find stuff, I guess. You gotta get out there and find something that's valuable. I don't know if Griffins are still worth as much as they were at the beginning of the season, but something like a Griffin's or a D-Web would do it for you, or you find some of the runes. Or the thing is now is that like Sunder Charms are like worthless. That's how I got some of the stuff too, is I found 2 cold Sunder Charms super early on too, which is pretty fortunate. Man. Need to get some more scrolls of identify here real quick. Griffins are rare, much more stable. Well, the thing is too is that the Griffins I found was almost perfect, so that's one of the reasons it was worth so much as well. What was it? It was a 1914, right? Wasn't it? I think so. That was part of the reason it was worth so much. And yeah, I was very lucky, considering that Griffins I found this season is maybe... It's like my 4th Griffins I've ever found in Diablo 2, so... Snowpro said he just did 6 terrorized cow runs. The only thing he got worth keeping were some gems. Yeah, I don't really like cows all that much. I know they technically got the higher drop rate, but I don't know. It depends on, I don't know, because I've done like 250 cow runs and stuff with Lightning Fury Javas on it. Still seems like anyways, it takes forever. and you just don't get hardly anything. And obviously it comes down to luck. There's a lot of luck involved, I guess. Another reason is I just ran so many cows back in the day, like my whole life. That's all anyone did back when I was a kid, so. That's all anybody did. Boy. These are, like, overly... I expected to get something a little bit better, I'm gonna be honest. I expected some kind of rune to drop by now. Whether an ist or an even. It's gotta slay faster. What we gotta do. Slay faster. Playing old school graphics increases drop rates, yeah. Decreases eye use by 1000% though. Playing old school graphics, viewer count decrease by 50%. 3-2 curses. Let's go. I honestly too, I also feel like the old school graphics on here look even worse than the old game did. It might just be because it's so stretched out without any like improved like smoothing out the graphics or anything, or you know, a lot of the mods that are HD widescreen and stuff, they got different, I guess, quote unquote shaders, I guess they say, and stuff, so it makes it look a little bit better. But on here they literally just take the little tiny box that would be on your screen and just zoom it out. So Rip says his LK runs today been awful. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Where did I find it? Day 3. Where did I find the griffins? It was just in the pits. Just a regular pits where I found that griffin's eye. Original game 800 by 600. Yeah, exactly. Ever farm tombs? By tombs you mean Talrash's tombs, I'm guessing. I only ever do that when it's terrorized, really. I know that you can. I've even seen people back in old D2 before D2R came out. Oh, ethereal. What? Not exactly great, but that's weird that it's ethereal. People farming tombs back in the day and with like a fireball sorceress just slamming stuff. So Spirit Keeper ethereal. Okay. Wait, I think that can have 2 to skills on it. Odd. A lot of defense for a helmet. But, yeah, I should get a Zod for this. I should get a Zod. I should. Stack City almost had a heart attack. Found a 40-15. What? But 40 attack rating. Rip. Three lightning skills, 10 FCR, oven. Let's see. We just looked up, I don't know specifically about that one, but I was looking up how much a 3 pally combat with 10 FCR would go for, and it was literally like 2 burr runes. So I don't know if lightning, I think lightning might be a little bit less because there's all the Fists of the Heavens and Hammerdens that might want that, and for lightning it's kind of just Nova nowadays. But it's probably worth like a high rune of some kind. I'm so bad at valuing things unless it's something I trade for all the time or just traded for, so. Thresher or Cryptic Axe, Insights. Thresher's better, right? As far as insights go, I don't really I don't really care too much about min-maxing the base for the insight. I don't know. I just say pretty much don't put it in a CV unless you are sure that your mercenary can use it with the strength. But I usually just don't go CV. Is pretty much the only thing I really choose. for an insight, and then I just pick whatever I got. I don't even know what I have mine in. Do I even have insight on here? I do. I have cryptic X. But like I said, I don't really care too much about it. I just make one and go. So no style unless it's ethereal Zodded, Christopher says. Right? I mean, Zods aren't that expensive online to trade for. Because isn't a Zod worth... Like, Zod's probably worth like a Vex. And that's only because it's so rare. It's not even because like hardly anybody puts them in anything. There's like the occasional Breath of the Dying. There's like, I don't know, ethereal Ariats or something that someone will put a Zod in sometimes. I don't know. Saffron said, made Enigma in a great Hawberk. No regrets. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Whoops. Shoeman, yeah, the Obsession does use a Zod, but almost nobody makes that. It's kind of like a style points weapon. Wait, did I not? I mean, what did I do? Perfect. Perfect. All res with FHR worth a burr. All res, if it's 5 all res, FHR, it's probably worth a burr, I think. That sounds like something that people would do. But do not quote me on valuing things like that, though. Pickle Nick, so he says he feels he's seen videos, probably, I'm assuming, of when people can only see the things that they want to see when they drop. I have seen people have loot filters that they use online, and I've had people come in here and they're like, I've had a loot filter since like a month after D2R came out, and I've been using it online, no problem. So I'm sure that, well, I would not give anyone this recommendation, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of people use loot filters online. What's the mod to go back in versions? For D2R, I don't know, but there's like D2 Mod Manager back in the day, you could do all that. There's probably a different one out though now that you could probably do it for D2R, I'm sure. Saffron talking earlier about the Obsession base said it's super hard to come by, and that is true, yeah. To get a base worth making an Obsession in is close to, it's probably harder than getting the Exile base, huh? Maybe not, actually. But it's pretty hard. Yeah, it might be, actually, to get all the right skills to roll together, or even useful skills to roll together. Probably hard to say, but maybe similar. Probably similar. Malakaz said, just like the stream. What a legend. True legends hit the like button on the stream for sure. Appreciate ya. Oopsie. A little too far. Winged helmet. I mean, does this have more than one choice? I always forget. I think it can be something else or Nightwings, right? I always forget. Let's hope it's Nightwings. And hopefully my memory's working for me. Or his winged helm? I can't remember. Let's just ID and see. While he's attacking us. Ah, Velk, it's not the right helmet. I knew it. When I started stopping and thinking about it, I was like, wait a second, that's not the right one. Velk helm, what? And a bone flame? I mean, right next to each other. Yeah, it was the wrong base on the Valk wing, and it rolled only one skill anyways, but I mean, it's kind of cool with them right on top of each other, right? Kind of cool. Some cool drops. What, can't this have like 3 skills on it, I think? Does anyone remember offhand? Those are the spired helms. Yeah, Black Vegetable. Appreciate you. Yeah, I always forget. Spired helm. Yeah, G Stack says, yeah, it could have 3. Could have 3. Shoeman said he would have wanted it if it had the 3. Unfortunate for me. And you, I guess. Substance Abuse says, love the content, gotta grab the kids, keep up the good fight. Ooh. Ever made a foe to a senior video? Paying off. Well, thanks. Glad you're watching the videos. Welcome to the stream, and I see you gotta take off, but peace out. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's one of the ones I never remember either, is that it's Spired. Nightwing's Veil is Spired Helm. Phil can't remember anything. Some things. Shouldn't be so hard on myself, right? Homunculus, not a bad option there. Shoeman, not a bad option. Sasquatch coming in with a happy birthday. Appreciate you. Haven't been wished happy birthday in a few weeks. This is always my birthday. Used to be. That one's kind of died down a little bit. Reddington made his first hardcore character ever. Oh, I forgot I had this stuff. Hopefully you enjoy. I'm not a big hardcore fan, but to each their own. Matthew says, how's the experiment going? He usually plays solo online, so he's interested. So far, we've only done the players 1, so these are pretty much kind of the items I found, I guess. Some exile bases. I think I kept the one for myself. I'll get rid of that one, because it's, ooh, I almost socketed it on accident. We'll keep the 26 one for me. But, what am I doing? But yeah. Going. Haven't done the P8 stuff yet, so that'll be another day. Oh, I didn't get rid of the Ghost Flame either. Maybe somebody would want that. Can't socket in your shared tab. Yeah, I thought so, but then I don't like to press my luck, and you know, pretty safe bet if I remember, if I think something's true, it's usually not sometimes, so don't test it. Don't test it. Luckily, it only costs you a Hell Rune, which is only annoying. Only annoying. The danger is real. Yeah, right, Saffron? Yeah. Oh, Reddington on hardcore went Summon Necro. Not a bad choice, I suppose. Slow playthrough, but yeah. Should be kind of safe, so good luck. Jeezy said he thinks where I had that socketed Curus, where I almost socketed it, he thought it was my personal stat tab. I think it was one of my shared ones, but either way, I'm not going to test it. I'm just going to always try not to accidentally socket stuff, and hopefully it stays that way. Got to spend your Slayer tokens. Nice. Nice, Sasquatch. Might as well, huh? Boy, been giving me a lot of those, huh? Really paying off here. What I was hoping to get is a bunch of essence. Never know when you Zodis. Zodding a Storm Shield, that's a good idea. Good idea, Saffron. I might do that pretty soon. Let's see, 3 to cold, 50 to life, Amy. Wonder if that's worth. I think that it might be worth a little bit, but I'm not really sure. Some of that stuff, like, it's hard to value stuff, especially when if it's not a unique or something, because obviously uniques are all like kind of the same, so there's like a standard value. Runes always have the standard value, like an is worth an is worth an right? A Shaco is worth pretty much what every other Shaco is worth, but then when you're talking, you know, a 3 to a character, like a 3 to cold skills, 100, you know, or I guess they can go up to 80 maybe on an amulet, but 80 to life relative to a 3 to cold skills, 50 to life relative to a 40 to life. Like, people will think they're all worth different, you know, more significantly than a lot of other things. I mean, 3 to cold with 50 to life, I mean, I would say you could probably get an ist for it, but I'm just like completely guessing. I would think it's worth something. But if you told me you've seen on a trade site, someone got a Vex for it, a 1 just like it, I would be like, oh, okay, sure, you know, or even more, I don't know. Super, 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 super hard to guess. Did you play the season at all? Yeah, this right here is online. This is the season. I'm comparing online P1 drops to playing Players 8 drops, but I'm just getting the solo drops done today. So yeah, yep, everything you're seeing is on in the season. Reddington. 3 to Pally, 98 to life, Amy. If they can get that much Pickle Nick, I mean, that's probably worth quite a bit. I'm gonna be honest. Probably worth quite a bit. I thought amulets could only get up to 80 for whatever reason, but thought I had just seen that yesterday. But coolest looking item that no one uses in the game. Tebek's Glory. Ko-Rune. Oh, not the god tier high rune, but no one else in the game, you have no problem to grab it, right? Ooh. Ko-Rune's not the greatest, but that's the best rune I found so far, which is kind of surprising. Ooh, now a soul rune. Yeah, this is online ladder. You must have just hopped in because I literally someone just asked that literally like 2 minutes ago. But yeah, this is Jan and whoever asked that before. This is online ladder. Best looking, good video idea, says Biv. Best looking item. Yeah, something I could throw together one day. Go through, check out the best looking uniques and set items. Someone said Trank set, best looking that nobody uses. Yeah, Trank's underrated. Underrated. Trank's actually pretty good. I mean, it's a good, the death base. Anyone want to make a death? That soul, yeah. How could you skip that, Phil? Hurts the FCR breakpoints why no one uses Tranks. Yeah, I mean, it kind of does, but relative to the best possible necromancer you can make, it's not as powerful, I suppose. Yeah, but I mean, it's still like good. But that's what I mean, that's what the thing is with a lot of, and it's fine, everyone can have their own opinion, but like to a lot of people, I'm not necessarily saying that whoever commented or has commented or will comment is saying this, but people consider viability of a character as being the best possible build and the best possible gear for that character. Like a Nova Sorceress with a spirit and like a dual spirit and a stealth is unviable. And it's like, well, you can actually kill stuff and farm with it all the time. Like, I don't know if this word means what you think it means, you know? So, yeah, in my opinion, Tranks is actually pretty good. But no, it is indeed not the best possible gear you can get for a necromancer, right? But yeah, Dolrune hype! Yeah, exactly. What about Wolf Halbarb? I mean, it's kind of funny. I've tried to put them together before. I've never looked up at someone else's video or guide or anything on it, but I made a video about like what I threw together to get to work, and it didn't really work that great. I don't remember what I did now though, I'm gonna be honest. So G-Stack's unique Ogrimal Windhammer, let's go. Love to hear it. Couple people, nothing wrong with Trangs. Yeah, plus it's cool you're going around as the whole ghoul or vampire or whatever. Pretty legit. Plus you can move at what the you can move at the run speed, but you get the benefit of your defense. Like when I run, my defense goes away. On Trangs, you run all the time and your defense never goes away. So yeah, you get Fireball and Firewall, and yeah. Cannot be frozen on the set. Let's go. Trangs, hype. Let's do it. Maybe that's what I'll do next ladder. Trangs Necro. Don't need FCR in the summoner. Yeah, I mean, that is one place where it's not nearly as like summon and I mean, really even poison, because you don't need to spam poison, right? It slows your corpse explosion a little bit, I guess, but like I don't feel like it's some huge thing. The biggest problem is because there's a Trangs armor, so that means you can't use Enigma, which is painful if you go with the full set. Very painful for me to use non-Enigma. Saffron says Andy's up next. Oh man, let's go. That's crazy. And Dariel, yeah. Oh, the Nage's Puzzler, there you go. Of course it's not, never is. It's a good point. I've definitely done that before for a long time. Oh, I forgot I had that in there. Oh, check it. Rather have call to arms on swap? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, that goes back to what I said before, where, you know, yeah, I would rather really battle order up with battle order up. Just have your cube there. You got your staff in the cube. Swap it out after you bow. But yes, definitely most necromancers are going to be better with Enigma and a bunch of other gear on instead of Tranks. This is true statements. Better to have Enigma to teleport. Yeah, for sure. Gilly Goat said, thanks for the videos. Found you a few weeks ago. That's awesome. New people finding the channel. Love to hear it. Appreciate you. Glad you like the videos. Welcome into the stream. Gilly Goat. Kermit said, almost home. Maybe the wife will let me play. Nice. Maybe. I got a little bit longer. Wait, you have a YouTube channel? Right, G-Sex? I might. I don't know. I just play and then I don't know. I think someone else has just uploaded all the videos of me. Over here. I was just thinking. All right, done thinking. Editor Phil, yeah. Editor Phil does all that stuff. I'm just the on-screen personality, you know what I mean? I'm just the guy with the beautiful face that has this sparkling personality, and then there's Editor Phil who just sits behind the screen and edits all the time. Yeah, exactly, Rhino, exactly. Yeah, big, oh, now, what are up with these curse shields? Is this gonna be ethereal again? It's not ethereal this time. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever found so many curse shields laying around. AI Phil be the editor. Yeah, right, that'll be the day. That'll be the day. Favorite item in the game. Favorite item. That's very vague because, I mean, what am I going to use for criteria here, huh? If you went by what characters I use it on, you'd have to go with Shaco, I guess, huh? That green dish rag slapped on every character's head. Yeah, everything ogre. Like when I says Shaco for the win. Yeah, I don't know where I didn't come up with green dish rag. I heard it somewhere in a video at some point in my life. Some YouTube video. Full disclaimer, it's probably stolen. Stolen catchphrase or stolen joke. Bob said it was better when it was brown in LOD. Calm down. What is going on? Welcome in. 5 to life. 5 to life. What time we got here? A little after 4. Okay. All right. All right. Kyrie says grandfather's favorite item. I seen a couple other people say something about grandfather there a little bit ago. Didn't catch the full context, but yeah, grandfather, I feel like, and I don't know if you did or not, but yeah, people who played back in the day, grandfather's probably one of people's favorites. Just nostalgic being like the best rare, like super rare crazy item. back in the day that was like super valuable to trade for, and that, and like wind force, stuff like that. Like wind force and grandfather were like a myth. Like if someone had one, it was like, what? Whoa, how? Like this is not even possible. I can remember that. Like there's never a hope. Like there was never an idea of hope for me ever getting either one of those back in the day. Like it never even crossed my mind that I would ever obtain one. Like, yeah, people have them, but like you're never gonna get them, you know, like it's impossible. But of course we didn't like understand item level and area level and stuff like that back then, and we didn't know anything about nothing. Oh wait, grandfather was baller, says Pickle. Yeah, that's kind of the time period I was talking about for sure. I think that's right when I started playing, right? Oh, the 08 was like right after LOD. That was like one of the first patches right after LOD. Actually, let me save those. I think I need to save some of those for crafting, perhaps. Ithbos, yeah, that was the stuff there too, yeah. Those were less legit though. I definitely had some of that stuff back in the day, but yeah, that's nostalgic. I got a couple videos about that stuff, yeah, and Michael listed off all that stuff, yeah, white rings and gloves and yeah, hex charms and oxy rings and yeah, Aki rings. I call it oxy rings. Deal with it. All right. I got a good feeling about this run, fellas. Gonna be the one. Double Zod rune drop on this run. Double Zod. Allegedly. What are you looking for? Just cool stuff, really. So I put the title up over on YouTube. Osdower. What I'm going to be doing is comparing me farming players 1 difficulty online to me farming players 8, like a full game of running chaos with 7 other people. And I'm going to compare what drops I come away with, essentially. So, this includes us fighting over stuff, so. Maybe it's actually more efficient for a lot of people to play players 1 online than running around in groups, running around as a full game just in the Chaos Sanctuary. So, oh, this is good. Sounds good. I'll try. Remember that. You only got 2 keys after 52 runs. Yeah, that's not terrible luck, but it's not great either. So hopefully. Pickle says, to this day, he remembers joining Help Me Dupe games back in the day. Nice. Yeah, I never at any point in my life looked into how to do any of that kind of stuff. Fur's armor, absolutely crazy. Yes, a lot of that stuff was probably hacked, but apparently some of it wasn't. Like, you could actually get fuse uniques in some super crazy rare instances, apparently. But even the ones that were found were probably duped up a bunch, so. What's the mercenary gear? Just insight, treachery, and an Andala's visage, so it's probably not optimal, but it's like fine. Pretty much so. Yeah, Michael, listen off a few more nostalgic things. With spike gloves and armor, yeah. How often do I get a rune? Spanglish. It's super random. I don't usually like to say by run because it depends what you're doing and things like that. Online here, I've probably been finding a rune like a high rune like every few days. Like if you average it out, I mean, this ladder has been crazy good luck too, so can't really compare this ladder to normal, you know. All right, let's go ahead and oh, of course it is. Well, I guess we'll give it to somebody. It rolled rare. I just wanted to gamble one amulet to craft, and it got 2 skills. Okay, there we go. What kind of merc should you use for a Zealer? Act 2 Might, I guess. Probably, I'm guessing like a Reaper's Toll version, but I'm not a big Zealer player, so I would guess Act 2 Might, Reaper's Toll as a weapon. Andy's Fortitude, probably, but Frost Nova charges. You're legendary. Appreciate it, Oz. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and Viv got burst through this ladder, and then I took all its luck. Nice. I'm actually gonna go ahead and hop off now. Partially, I'm freezing in my basement, but been on for, you know, creep around in 4 hours. That's a good fill stream. That's a good length, right, fellas? But I appreciate y'all watching me, hitting the like button. Huge shout out Wicked Plumber. A couple of huge donations and stuff today. Thank you so much, my dude. Let me see. Yeah, sure, why not? We got we'll send you guys over to Llama. Why not? On Twitch. I don't even know how many people were on Twitch. Or 60 or something. Cool. So we'll send you guys over there on Twitch. Appreciate you guys joining me. Peace out. You legends. Ooh. And everyone on YouTube, thank you so much for watching the videos, hitting the like button, all that good stuff. All the channel members, thanks for supporting the channel, because you guys absolutely rock. And ladies, my men's. But yeah, peace out, fellas. Don't forget, keep slaying.